All right. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to the Popcornologist Gabcast. Hey, salutes to Bomb Mom. I'm not sure if you heard me earlier. Hang on, let me let you on.
Happy
Hey.
birthday, Eve, sunshine.
Thank you. It's
You're
tomorrow, and
welcome, love.
I may
Oh,
not go live. And this just I was inspired to do this because of something my son's going through, and so I just kind of wanted to get on here because this is my therapy, right? Sometimes when I can get on here and just talk, even if I don't have no listeners, I can vent and get it off my mind. But
that's right.
yesterday, I got a text from my son, actually day before yesterday, and I know that he just started dating this young lady or whatever you want to call it, and I'm not sure, the depth of their relationship. But my son's 23, but he texted me and he said, "Mom, I need to talk to you." But he scared me because I wasn't home. So I thought maybe it was something to do with my mom because I wasn't. But I guess my mind went to the first bad thing. And so I'm like, what is it? And so then my mind went to maybe he has this girl pregnant and he wants to tell me. And I was just like a thousand things were racing through my mind. I'm like, he's not in a position to have nobody pregnant. He better not have a baby on the way. And he said it's very serious. So then I got pretty scared. So when I made it home, I came in the house and he said I prefer to just kind of go downstairs where I hang out at, where I stay. He was like, and talk to you. So when he comes in, he sits down and we start talking. And he said, "Mom, I thought about killing myself."
Oh my God. Mm. I want to hold you right now, girl. I could just hug you and squeeze you. Mm.
But I held it.
Did you get to the root of it? My heart just broke.
I stayed strong. And I didn't let him see me crack. I guess now's my time.
Girl, you
And so he
stronger than me. I would
said,
have broke right
"Yeah."
now.
He said, "I don't want you to freak out. I don't want you to freak out." And he was prepping me at first, and I said, "I promise, I won't. I won't. I'm not gonna freak out. What is it?" And then when he told me he thought about killing himself, um, I was calm, and he said, and I think about it all the time.
Mm.
And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because my life isn't good and nothing is going right for me." And he was like, "And I don't even know why I'm here." So I listened because it wasn't really my time to talk. And I gave him a chance to just get it out without me having any reaction because I guess he assumed he was going to have a reaction. And so sometimes I wonder when we think about how we raise our kids, did we do the right thing? Did we pour into them all we could? Did we pour too much into them? And there's no manual on how to be a great parent.
Nope.
And so, I tomorrow's my birthday, like I said, but this is the eve and I just got a chance to reflect. Where did I go wrong? Or what is it that I didn't give him that he needs to understand that you never have a reason to want to kill yourself.
Don't blame yourself, popcorn. Let me tell you. I watched a documentary on the creators of, I think it was Facebook or Instagram. Either way, they created these social media sites and they said they wish they never did. When they were creating them, they thought it would be a place where people would connect, but they didn't realize since they created these how suicide went up in young children. It increased drastically, and I don't know the exact numbers, but
Hmm.
they're watching these they're on social media and they're looking at these things that people are portraying, these illusions, and they're comparing themselves, and they can never meet up to these illusions because they're unrealistic. And so they feel, then they I think they're taking it on themselves, like something, why can't they have this happy life that they see in all the pictures and on the movies? And and it's just like it begins to pile up on them. Why aren't they happy? Why aren't they successful? And it's because they've taught us how to be scared of everything. They didn't teach us how to be confident and go out into the world and own ourselves and go out and just get what we deserve. We're scared of so many things. What are people going to think? How are they looking at me? Are they going to receive me well? We get all these insecurities and these fears that stop us from being all we can be. But I don't ever want you to blame yourself, because I know, from what I know of you, you are a beautiful mother. And I just want you to keep loving him until he learns to love himself, baby. Just like I'm going well, like we do each other, we love each other when we're down. Just keep loving him till he loves himself again, baby. And I'm so sorry that you're going through
No,
this.
yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. I just had to sit down today and just really take some time because I didn't really deal with it at the moment. I just took the time to give him the moment and listen to him. And so I had to analyze and go back, right? And I think about when I go back, because it's always been me and him. His dad and I were married when we conceived him, but we kind of like split up when my baby was 6 months, and we never tried to reconcile after that. And so
Oh,
I was pretty much not that his dad wasn't, because he went back and forth, but he was most of the time in my care. And so I think back to as he started getting older, because he's never been a trouble, any trouble to me or a kid that got in trouble. People would always say he's well behaved and things like that. But even when it came to that time, I was put the pressure on him to go to college. And so when he was graduating, that was our first powwow, because I think I was pressuring him, and I don't think he had made his mind up. It's like I made the decision for him.
mm,
And I was just kind of like forcing him, like, time is running out. You got to narrow it down. And I'll never forget something he said to me. And I got so mad at him. Um, I didn't throw him out, but like a mother, I kind of lost it and was just like, all I've done. And it was just frustration because as a single parent, and not that I want any merits or accolades for this, but we sacrifice so much for our kids that they can't see.
yeah,
um Moving to areas, because I'm in the prime heart of Chicago, and I never wanted him to grow up in Chicago because I wanted to protect him from that. It's bad here. And so I moved out into a nice suburban area, put him in schools that he dictated. Mom, I want to go to this school. And even though I couldn't afford it, there were times, the bomb mom, I worked 3 jobs. I worked 3 jobs at a time
mm,
to make sure that I could put him in places that he desired to go, that would be good for him, to protect him from what Chicago had going on. And so I did that.
yeah,
And I'm not too proud to say this, but I even stayed in a relationship and sacrificed how I felt because I didn't want to just pull the rug from under my baby, and then have to regroup or take him out and then bring him back to the city. And so there are things that I sacrificed that I wouldn't dare talk to him about, because
right,
that part that ain't got nothing to do with him. Those were my
exactly,
decisions.
yeah,
But I know the sacrifices, the money that wasn't there, then still opening up the popcorn shop and trying to run the popcorn shop and put, just add value to his life, put him in music lessons and pay for that, which was pretty expensive because I tried to put him in one of the best schools because I wanted him to have some type of craft or something that he knew how to do, that,
yes,
may add some value to his life. And so, with him being my only child, when he did decide he was going to go away to college, UAPB in Arkansas, um, I knew that he really wasn't. familiar with the South like I am, because we were forced to go to Mississippi every year and stay with my grandmother. And so I knew what the South was like, but he didn't, because he paired up with a friend from school and they decided they were going to go buddy buddy and go to University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Well, when he got down there, everything was taken care of, drove him down, and it was hard, but I left my son at the school and drove miles away, and he was down in UAPB. I did the best I could. And so I wasn't one of those parents that could just send him $500 every 2 weeks or every month to just blow in college, while I'm struggling here trying to make ends meet. So I
And
did
was
what I
his
could.
father helping at this time?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
So he couldn't
Mm-mm.
call on him for help, really, if you needed it.
A lot of times, honestly, the bomb mom, what I think when kids are with us, it's who they're most comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was really comfortable just calling his dad saying, hey, send me some money or I need some money. It's always mom, 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 mom.
And that to me is an issue, that he didn't feel that comfortable with his father. And that's not any blame on you. It's from
Yeah,
his father's part. He should have been more involved to where your baby feels comfortable calling you in times of need. He shouldn't always
yeah.
had to call on you. He should have been able to call on both of you, and y'all be able to compromise to do what's necessary for the child. So I'm sorry that you had all that weight on you, but that's a lot of
That's
time that
okay.
mothers, that's what we deal with. And
Hmm. And
baby.
I'm not complaining. That's my only child. Thank goodness I didn't have like 5 or 6 or 7 kids with just one child, so that's
You
okay.
could focus on him. Yeah.
So, I did what I could. And that first year, he was on the dean's list and he did really well. When he came back home, he would work at the popcorn shop with me on his breaks and stuff like that. And so that last time he came back home, we picked him up his first year he had completed. He said, Mom, he was like, I don't like the South and I don't want to go back. And I was just like, why? And he said that it's really bad. And a lot of times they would have shootouts right across the street from the university, where in their dorms, they would just have to hit the floor in the middle of shootouts,
Oh, that's
across the
scary.
street. Well, most black universities are in the center of the hood. That's just how it is.
Mm.
They're usually in urban areas. But nonetheless, he decided he was gonna go to another school here, and he was coming back home. But when he did come back home, we got another guest. Hey, salutes, Bobby.
Hey, brother Bobby.
Oh, y'all let me up here. Hey, what's going on, sister?
Yeah, hey.
What's up, the bomb mom? How y'all doing?
We doing good. We just trying to work through this with Pop this morning. She's kind of
Yeah.
venting, going through some stuff with her son, but just being here for my sister,
Oh
loving
man,
her,
what's going on? You talking about Bucks?
giving her the
Yeah.
strength she needs to handle this situation. But I'll let her explain.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to cut in.
No,
I was just
no, no. You good? You good? You might have some input.
okay. I'm
Absolutely,
gonna
we
listen.
welcome you, Bobby. We want your input.
Yeah, you missed a little bit of it where I was saying that the day before yesterday. He told me that he thinks about killing himself.
That's normal. I think it's amazing that he even expressed it to you. 'Cause it's more normal than you think. Yeah. I think that, how old is your son?
23.
Has he experienced like a lot of loss, like friends and stuff or family members?
Uh, Not so much friends, no, but family members. Yeah, our family has dwindled down real fast.
Yeah. That
But let me be honest. I was kind of going through a little bit that he went to UAPB, and how he went to university, and just a little bit about him being my only child, and how it was structured. And honestly, I started listening to Bro Sanchez probably about 2 years ago. And I do popcorn, so a lot of times he would come in my space, and that's my helper sometimes, and he would help. And he started listening to it. And my son's an Aquarius, so he one of them deep people. He likes to critically think and sets himself apart to be different and all this great stuff. So he started listening to it, and he had some interest in it. And he started listening to it on his own. And if I got to be honest, I think once he started learning a lot of truths and realities in the world, it brought on a lot of anxiety with him.
Under all of the names of our apps. Tap on install and wait. That actually happened with me. Man, I went through them suicidal thoughts and stuff like that because coming into this new information is real exciting at first.
Mm-hmm.
It quickly become real depressing.
And that's where that's where I saw the turn at.
Yeah, because it's like King Solomon's curse. The wiser you are, the more you start to realize, like, damn, it ain't no, saving some folks. Well, it ain't the answer to everything. Certain things just gonna be the way that they are, and it's a blessing for the wisdom, but it's still it's a real sad thing and depressing thing. I know I went through that. I went through having suicidal thoughts, sitting around thinking about, damn, family members dying and stuff like that. So it's a shame that it's normal as it is, but it's real strong in him to even be able to get the words out of his mouth and tell somebody, because most people just smile it off.
And I know you talk to him on the phone, and what you got is the true him. He's not a big talker. And I don't look at it as strange because my dad was like that. My dad wasn't like a big talker. My mom, the women we are, but like my son, like is a lot like my dad. He's just not. He doesn't talk a lot, and but he's very, very closed off now. And so a lot of times he'll leave here. He's real secretive. Like he'll jump in his car and early in the morning, and he's gone. He's gone. And I'm like, where are you going? I'll joke with him sometimes and say, what you got going on? You selling weight around here? And he's like, nah, ma, so he did open up and say that a lot of times he'll leave home and just get in his car and just go cry. And so I never knew that. I never knew that he was really going through, hey, salutes, big dog. Thanks for joining us. I never really knew that, he was going through it like that, where he felt like he couldn't talk to nobody, and, he would get in his car and just take drives and cry, and that he was really contemplating suicide. So he told me he came really close to it. And I guess that's when he told me that was serious and that he really needed to talk to me. And that's hurtful, because okay, no problem, the mom. That's hurtful because, I just started evaluating like, shit, what did I do wrong? Where did I miss the beat?
No, it ain't. With things like that, it's not a wrong or right. It's it's just literally his feelings. And you said he Aquarius, right?
Oh yeah.
Very, very to they self introverted people.
Hmm.
Uh, like you said, Aquarius is people of very little words. When they speak, they go say exactly what it is, and they ain't go. They observe a lot though. And one thing about Aquarius is they feel everything. And they probably the most empathetic sign, I guess, if you will say, of all the signs.
I thought that would be me, the Cancer. I'm the one that feels like I'm the
Y'all
empath.
super
Not so
emotional.
okay.
Y'all
I'll take
super emotional. That's expressing
I'll
it.
take that. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Y'all super emotional. Break down and cry at the Disney movie type shit. You know what I'm saying? Not, I mean, this, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I think with the Aquarius though, it's beyond an emotion. It's a experience. Like
Mm,
sympathetic is Cancer. So your sympathy towards uh other things cause you to be emotional about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man,
mm-hmm.
I feel for that thing. I'm sympathetic towards it. Empathetic might be a thing to where they not even outwardly showing the emotion, but they
Mm,
going through it on the inside. They
okay.
literally putting themselves in them shoes, and it's like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They going through the emotions like like they going through it, and a good friend of mine, she like she a super empathetic person. She an Aquarius, and she
Mm,
might be sitting around you, and a lot of times people be like, man, she's stoned. She a stone ass person. Why she don't never say nothing and just be like acting like don't nothing bother her or shit like that. But when you sit down and talk to her and she get to open up, it's like, man, I feel everything. Like, and it be, not that it's hard to express it, but once, like, if somebody tell me, like, hey, I'm going through this thing, the Aquarius mind is gonna take that, internalize it, put them shoes on, and actually feel what it's like to go through that thing. You see what I'm saying? You as a
okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
following you.
yeah, you as a Cancer, you ain't finna do all that. You go understand like a person who lost their child, like, damn, that's fucked up, and you'll cry and all of that, but it ain't go register to you like you losing your child. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, well, a lot of times with them Aquariuses, they go put themselves all the way in them shoes, like if like this my child that's gone. You know what I'm saying? And this gonna be a whole deeper attachment to that feeling.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying too. I said, sometimes I'm like, should I ever even introduced him to that world? Even though I want him to be aware and understand what he's dealing with in the world, but it's been that has actually been like, the thing that I noticed that has made him so emotional and this anxiety that he's carrying around. And it's like even when I got sick, I think I was sick in last year. Yeah, around the holiday season. And I had the vid, the 19, and I was sick. And so I was like, man, almost at the point where I was getting ready to take the jab. I was like, well, maybe, you can be so sick where, you ain't thinking straight. Well, like, well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should take it. And when I told him I was thinking about it, he flipped out and he was just like, Ma, I can't believe it. I can't believe they got you. And you said you was never gonna do it. And you tripping. And I said, okay, I stepped back and I said, maybe you're right. Okay, I am tripping. And I didn't. So he talked me down. He talked me into not getting it. And he hasn't. And two, even with his employment, I tell him, you got some college, you got some university under your belt. But I think he's hesitant too to even like apply for different things like government jobs and things like that because they want you to be jabbed up. And so that has been like a lot of roadblocks for him. And I think that causes a lot of, the anxiety too, not being able to get a little further. And that's not an excuse, but this is what I'm saying. Not able to get further because he's like, well, they just gonna want me to, get the jab and I'm not doing it. He's standing on that.
Yeah, you gonna have to sit down and get some guidance from you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe trade just on understanding that certain paths that you take in life, it's cool to feel the way that you feel. Like suicidal thoughts, to be depressed and all of that. Because when you take on the type of task that we take on, it is
Mm-hmm.
going to be a lonely, anxiety filled path. You know what I'm saying? When you want great things, you like the shit that you trying to, the things that you sacrifice for, you know, sometimes it's greater than just physical, be mental too, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no
I
doubt.
think he at that like at a great cusp point in life, like 23. That's right before you start to hit that 24, 25, where you start to really realize who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I always was like with the knowledge that I get from like Sanchez, and just even when I was on John Henry Clark, yeah, you know, I always looked at myself and said, man, if I was like around your son age when I was getting this shit, how much more advanced I would be. But then to know that the sacrifice I would have to make at that age too, you know, is a task also. So it's kind of like, you know, he's setting himself up for a greatness that he probably don't even see right now, because the average 23-year-old ain't even thinking nowhere near how he thinking. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a
Mm-hmm.
lot of responsibility. You know, he feeling a lot of responsibility right now, probably like towards you, towards his position on the earth. You dig what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
the average person his age ain't even thinking about no shit like that. Like they only thinking about being responsible for what they got going on. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to add that I think it sucks because my daughter's she wants to go to college too, and that jab is mandatory if you want to be in classes, and
Mm.
so she can't even have the experience of going and being on campus and stuff like that because I unless she chooses to do this, but I've told her it's not good for her and she doesn't want to. So now she has
Mm.
to look into like online options or stuff like that. She's still filling out I'm hoping that the college she was accepted into allows her to do some online classes because, or if we got to go and whatever we got to do to write up against her religion. But she's not, she shouldn't have to get the jab to get an
Right.
education. To me,
Right.
I'm so sorry that he's dealing with that too, and I understand where you're coming from. This is ridiculous, and we need to figure out how we can change this.
Yeah, no, it's it's
What we
it's
can
it's de-
do.
it's definitely a lot of roadblocks, you know, and especially not so much us being a little older, but this younger generation, you know, with different jobs, and you know, you can only work here because you know you got to be jabbed. They don't give you a choice. You got to be jabbed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's that or else. And now it's even down on the educational level where, like you said, your daughter got to do online classes. She can't have that interaction
Experience.
experience. Because of that. Yeah,
And,
that's
well,
that.
her best friend, her parents made her get it, and this baby was 16, graduating high school, and she was already she was going into the beauty academy, but she wants to go to Morgan State too, and they had her at 17. I think she just turned 17, so at 16 she was already vaccinated. And so her friend is playing, and she wanted Monty to come with her to Morgan State in Baltimore. They were going to go together and all this stuff. And I'm like, Monty, you're not getting this jab, And then her parents, she wanted to take Mamani with her to the Thanksgiving or whatever. And her grandma was like, nobody that's unvaccinated can come to my house. So, like, it's a lot of
Mm.
discrimination going on. And these are brown people that
And
have
I
been
thought,
scared into this. It's not like we are in a white neighborhood, mostly white, but there are a lot of brown people that live out here now, too. So, and this is a friend she grew up with since elementary school. And they're kind of being divided by this jab at this point. That's what's separating them. But I'll fall back.
hey, salutes, flat out fudge. Sorry, big dog, Philly OG, if I didn't speak, and 45 black salutes. You all welcome to click the link if you want to come up on the panel and add. But you know that's pretty sad. And so you got a parent that said that somebody can't come to their house if they ain't jabbed up.
It's her best friend's grandmom. Yeah, but she's scared. She's older.
Oh,
They're deep into church. They watch the news, they follow everything, so they're like in line with the system. And so, with us over here not aligned with it, we don't fuck with the system, and they all in it. These two little girls who've been friends since elementary school are being divided by outside things that are affecting their plans that they wanted to do, experience this world together, so.
Hey, salutes, conscious moron. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so sometimes even with my son and his friends, he talks a lot about that sometimes because he kind of goes back and forth. Times where he's like really active with them, and then times when he falls back, and then his sentiments is always that he can't relate, and a lot of them don't understand. And see, the deal is, I was raised in church. And I was made to go until I figured it out a little later. This is some BS, and I made my decision to not be active in that. But I never made him go. Now, had it been my parents' choice, they probably would have. So that was, I gave him that start in the beginning to figure this religion thing out, because I wasn't going to force anything on you, and I didn't do that to him. And so now here we are. Like I said, I introduced him to Bro, and he started watching that. Salutes the Taz show. He started tuning in to a lot of that, and then he just became aware of a lot of things. And like I said, that's when I saw the anxiety kick in. But that's kind of effed up how the system is designed now. All these roadblocks that you can't further yourself along in different areas that you may want to, not necessarily that you need it, because we don't need that shit. We're smart enough. He saw me as a person with a high school diploma start my own business, and I know how to start something and how to, as they say, get to the bag. And so he saw that. He worked with me firsthand in the popcorn shop, to the point that I told him, I was stocking my popcorn in a grocery store. I told him, hey, you need to learn this in case I'm not here anymore. You know exactly what to do. You can keep it going. It's a stream of revenue. But
that's right.
He's just always been so headstrong, where he's just like, well, that's your how does he like to word it? He's like, well, that's like your dream, not mine. And so, music is his thing that he's so interested in. So he's so stubborn in some areas. I can't break through to him to even,
shoot, if he don't make some CDs and put them on the popcorn truck and ride around bumping his music and the popcorn, selling popcorn and CDs, honey. That's how we do it in the hood. You don't know what we gonna pull up with in this truck. You know how they had the ice cream trucks? He could do a popcorn truck and be like, yeah, I got these new CDs. He bumping the music. They like, who's singing that? He like, yeah, that's my music.
It sounds good, right? So even how you just formulated that business in your head, he ain't gonna receive it that way, because all he gonna hear is popcorn. And I guess it's almost like that church thing where my parents made me go to church. I pretty much made him work in a popcorn shop. So he's like, he would say it all the time, I can't wait until I don't have to do this anymore, because I ain't popping no more popcorn. I hate popcorn. He would say shit like that to me, but he didn't understand, hey, this is how I send you care packages at school, at the university. You helping make popcorn, I'm selling popcorn, and this is funding to help you. Big dog got knocked off. Now the Taz show is coming up. Hey, salutes the Taz show and welcome.
Peace and love, sis. Peace and love. Just
hey,
say what's up. How's everybody doing?
Hey, we all good.
Hello, everybody. Taz and Big Philly.
Devon, Mom, how are you? Bob, is that Bobby?
That's Bobby. Yeah. That's Bobby. Okay. I think he on daddy duty. He keep muting his mic. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never catched you live before, so I wanted just to show some support and come by and say grand rising to everybody. Hope
salute everybody. What up, Taz? What up, Big Dog? OG Philly.
Bobby, what's good, my G? Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well, and appreciate y'all.
Yeah, Taz, and I didn't know until the other day. I didn't know that you were from my neck of the woods. And you may have said it on one of your lives, because I've been in one of your lives before. Yeah, but I didn't know. So yeah.
Chi-Town finest, baby girl. We right around the corner from each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you homie. That's my homie right there.
Most definitely, most definitely. I've realized and noticed that there's a lot of Chicago. Bobby and I were talking about that. There is a lot of Chicago grown folks in the conscious community. We like all over the place. You know, we motherfuckers be
Hmm.
scared of us, but but I don't know why. But they always
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Why, Taz? Why are they scared of us? The one thing about Chi-Town, when we love you, we got your back. And what I tell you to bomb mom, I told you about your brother one day. I said,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, I said, your brother is the
You told
type.
me
If
stop.
if I said if you're fighting and your brother walks up and sees you in a fight, he's going to stop the fight and then he's going to want to talk and say, hey, well, what caused this? But me, Chi-Town, and I see you in a fight, I'm going to walk up and it's on. Ain't no questions asked. So, that's the thing about Chi-Town. We got your back. And I don't know why they scared of us. They should embrace us because once we love you and we got you, we got you.
it's the news. It's the news.
It's the
People
new.
into the news, and I'm not telling you that the news, what they saying is not happening or whatever, but that's a very small minority, that's acting a fool out there, Now, don't get us twisted. We like the sis said, we will come at you if we feel threatened or if you're threatening one of us or somebody we care for, but it's not just an all-out war, and
Yeah, we ain't coming in just shooting, right?
So not everybody from Chicago is ripping like O Block.
No, that's a bad representation.
And
No.
Well, I
then
watched
let
The
me
Shy. Does The Shy represent y'all? Because
hell
there's a
no.
lot.
The shop probably the worst representation of Chicago. Let Bobby tell it. That's some bullshit right there. And shout out to the sister who made it, but she know that ain't Chicago.
It might have
But
been her
the bomb
experience.
mom,
Who
they have
knows?
to they have to exaggerate stuff, because
They
drama
do.
sells.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like we were talking about before, there's something special about Chicago, you
It's an
know?
ancient city. That's Shalaga.
So they have to mislead you because they don't want too many people to find out those secrets.
Grand Rising, everybody. Much love, much respect.
Oh,
Hey,
there
Grand
he
Rising,
is.
Big Philly. Thanks for joining us.
You know I had to come over here. As much as y'all come and support me, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't come over. You know what I
Aww.
mean? I
Hey,
support the people that support me. Nothing but love. Y'all know that. Grand
yeah, I
Rising.
appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Man, love you, big dog.
Thank
Love,
you,
man.
my brother. Love
Yes. I
all of
just got
y'all, man.
goosebumps, all the love up
Like
here
you
on the
said, they
panel
they 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 they
and in the
hate us
chat.
because we all stick together. Where there's one of us,
Yeah.
there's five of us.
They
Yeah.
don't like it, do they?
Yeah, squad deep.
No man.
Nah, they don't like it. Numbers is a threat, ain't it?
Yes, it is. That's how they work,
Mm-hmm.
though. They be in numbers.
Yeah.
Dane Calloway said 13%, honey. I don't know how he came to those figures, but I trust in him.
I forgot where I was yesterday. I can't remember. It's a blur. And I was driving, and there's a huge, I want to say it's a church that isn't anymore, but they're turning it. It may not even be a church, but it's a huge building. And I was with Trey, and he told me they're turning it into a movie studio. And so I was just like, damn. I'm like, that's pretty
Hey, sis,
large. Hmm.
it may been a school because lots of schools are closing and they selling the schools. I didn't mean to cut you
Maybe it
off.
was a school. It was either a church or a school. And I was just shocked to know. I'm like,
I
now they
done
talk.
seen both of them up for sale. So
Okay, yeah. And I'm
a
like,
school and a church.
they talk about Chicago so much being bad and we're this and we're that. Then tell me why they're putting things like huge movie studios here.
Because
Huge.
it's a cap on who they trying to sell it to. Think
Mm-hmm.
about this, sis. When they selling Chicago is bad, who they selling that to? Black people.
Mm-hmm.
They not selling that shit to white people. Like, come on, sis. We in Chicago. When you see that motherfucking commercial every summer for come visit Illinois, and they showing you all them fucking shed aquarium and all this shit in Chicago that niggas that grew up their whole life didn't know was there. You see what I'm saying? This is why, like, when you hear about the O Block, Sister Popcorn to tell you, O Block ain't even the most dangerous part of Chicago. That's some little shit that's like a 2-block radius that, you know, if that apply to who it only apply to, that don't even apply to the other 85 to 90% of the city.
Yeah, because they may not understand. Well, I was looking yesterday. I didn't know that Old Block had, I think it's like 694 units inside of that complex, the housing complex. Because I got interested yesterday because I wanted to know what happened when Dirk was trying to buy Old Block. What happened, but it was already purchased. I think once they announced it was already purchased. And so we were just looking it up, trying to figure out if they're going to leave it a housing project or if they're going to turn around now and try to, you know, throw some money into it and turn it into a more prime development because it's right there on a train line and a lot of people need those train lines. And I won't use, you know what I'm saying, that
College
color.
students and the white folks.
Exactly. They want that train line so that they'll be right there. It's accessible where they can go right downtown and go to work.
Well, that's
So
And
go
sis,
ahead.
Old
yeah.
Block gonna be
That's the
college
same
dorms
thing
in the
they did
next
in
10 years.
Philadelphia. A lot of the Philadelphia like areas, North Philly, you know, that was
Mm-hmm.
predominantly black. They gentrified it and they tore down all the projects and put like single row, well, I guess, units next to each other and not
Mm-hmm.
stacked on each other. You know what I mean? They with central air and everything in them. You know, and they still low income housing.
Yeah,
My
they
bad.
did our projects too. Our projects are really nice now. They tore down the old ones that were raggedy and
Yeah,
put
that's
up
what they've
really
been doing
nice
in every
homes.
city.
One of my friend's daughters got over there when I went over there to help her do some stuff. It was nice in there for her and her little son. I thought it was beautiful.
Mm.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess that's happening all over the world, especially in these major cities. But yeah, that's what I.
Especially in the bigger cities, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Especially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that lakeshore area, going from like man, where would I start? Probably like by Sox Stadium. Not well, Sox Stadium, that area by the lake going south, all that's gonna change. They gonna turn that all the way out. They're already, building it up and doing that. Oak Block it ain't even as bad as people make it out to be, but
Mm-mm.
all that area,
So like
you got the 9 over there, 79 St. Lawrence be jumping off all, not even just that, just 79th period. Anywhere you go is just jumping. So I mean, there's all types of areas that that are so predominantly black owned businesses that that just show another face other than you go to Chicago, it's gonna be a dangerous city. You better watch how have your guns ready and all. Man, listen, if you go to the wrong neighborhoods, that's anywhere. It don't matter where you go. You could go to Washington, D.C. If you go to the wrong neighborhood in Washington, D.C., you're going to find bullshit. If you're looking for bullshit, you're going to find bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Washington D.C. more fucking gutter than Chicago, and nigga, it's the hood right next to the White House. This was so fucked up about this gentrification thing, though. I'm like, if y'all know anything about St. Louis, East St. Louis, I'm pretty sure Popcorn know a little bit about East St. Louis. This is
Mm-mm. I know
Illinois,
about
right?
both. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So look, East St. Louis is a 98% black city, right? Not black owned city. It's just 98% black people run it, police, all of that shit, right? But this is prime real estate. Everything that's on here is owned by people in Connecticut, Montana, Vermont. You could look up these property owners and you will look up where they live and it'll blow your fucking mind. No, nobody who owned the buildings here in East St. Louis actually live here. Now, development is starting to go on in the 2 major project housing units that's down here. I was just in the board meeting with the mayor, and they got $7 million on the table to redevelop all these projects over the next 4 years. And the reason being is that they finna move all the niggas back up to the suburbs, because when you get the view of St. Louis and you see the skyline and the arch and all of that beautiful shit, the only way you get that view is from East St. Louis.
Yeah.
And Bobby, that's the same thing they did in
Mm.
Philadelphia. I'm trying to tell you.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
If you ever went to
We-
North Philadelphia was the hood. They got Temple University. They got $1 million houses out that motherfucker now. Where when we was there, the top value of the houses was 40, 50,000 because it was the hood.
Mm.
Yeah, in Chicago, they did the same thing when they brought down Cabrini Green, and a lot of people don't realize that that's what literally destroyed the outer limits of Chicago and its
Mm.
suburban area, because they
That
put
you are so right.
all these people that were in one building. They all classified themselves as a specific set of people under one affiliation, whatever, and then they scattered them all. I think they did that shit purposely, if they ask me, because they put motherfuckers in the wrong neighborhoods.
Yeah, they put them anywhere. That's Section 8 housing. I know
Anyway,
exactly
anyway,
what
they
you're
didn't
talking
give
about.
a fuck your affiliation or nothing, and it was like,
Because I rented my properties out to Section 8 tenants for the last 15 years. I know exactly what you're talking about. Most of them was Section 8.
yeah, yeah, and now you have motherfuckers, from different sets on the same neighborhood, and that just
Mm-hmm.
ocean, and they weren't thinking of none of that shit. But you go where Cabrini Green is at now, and all these white folks walking around with their dogs, with their dogs on a leash, with their children on a leash and
Oh,
shit.
don't forget the dog parks they built in that motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was a Vita, a train that used to pass through well, that it still passes through Humboldt Park. That's where I was raised at, in Humboldt Park. And that place was like notorious to see, like opposite gang members come up, and just sneak into somebody else's hood and just air a motherfucker out from back there and then just run back to their hood. Man, they gentrified that place so much that now they don't cut the grass down, the rails, the train rails ain't there no more. Now it's literally a pathway from the west side of Chicago, from the west side of Chicago all the way downtown. You could literally bike in that trail, in that train rail, all the way that way. They doing that shit all over the place, man.
Do you think they're trying to get people's focus, like they get more brown people focused on material things, while the lighter ones are focusing on nature? They want to see these views and stuff, where they got the brown people focused on buying material things, Jordans and all these things that cost money, keeping them poor, and then the rich can afford to come in and get all the views and everything good with nature. It's like that's another way that they're holding people back, these poor communities back.
They
and
teach
and
us not
and
to appreciate our shit, the bomb.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
it
you
may
said
be a
it,
little
how.
deeper than that. Yeah, because
Yeah, it's
sometimes
appreciation. Go ahead, sis.
No, because I go a little deeper. I think back to like my mom's era where they were like chopping cotton and coming from the South, and they didn't have much. Like they had a big family. Hey, salutes Kelly Faulkner.
And
That's
that
my
turned
family.
us away from wanting
Well,
to be
well,
out in the
yeah.
field, because we
Well, the
feel like
thing
we
is,
slaves out in the field.
well, the
But that's
thing
knowing the
is,
land you live on.
No, what I'm saying is though, when they came north, because they were so poverty stricken and they were in better positions, then they wanted nice things. And so this became the mentality that I see that's around me, the older people that are like in my mom's generation. I'm going to buy myself the nicest shoes because they were deprived of it at a time. And I think that mentality has kept going. So it's like we always want the finer things, even though we can't afford them.
I'm with you, sis. But what I think is
Uh-huh.
that we wasn't taught investing, and that's
That's
why a
true.
lot of our people don't have shit, because they spend all their money. You know what I mean? Instead of investing and saving.
Yeah,
You know what I
because
mean?
you would see Angela Jolie and Brad Pitt when they first got together years ago. They weren't doing a lot of material. They'd have one like a plain white t-shirt. They weren't doing that whole fashion thing. They were living minimally. I mean, they had money to have big houses and stuff, but they weren't spending all their money. I think they were building wealth for their family by saving. See, the rich people save 75% of their earnings, where to us, we spend that, we might save 10%. Rich people, wealthy people are saving over half of their money is going into savings. They don't even spend their money in business projects. They use a credit line, and all their money they save. They only spend basically what they have to on bills. And everything else goes into savings. And they know how to use the credit lines to their benefits.
And
to
they
where they're yeah.
minimize their bills. Go ahead, sister.
Yeah, they minimize their bills, and they save all their money, and they use the credit in ways we were never taught. So, and that's all I was adding.
Yeah. Well, it's still kind of, and just the root of it, all of that goes hand in hand, not learning to invest. And it's just a spin, spin, spin mentality, because we don't think about tomorrow or the next day.
And
Um,
because we want to look like we got a lot instead of having a lot
mhm.
and looking like we got less. You can go outside looking bummy and have a pocket full. My dad used to he had his own power washing business alongside his post office job. So when he wasn't working at his normal job, he was hustling out there with the power wash. He'd power wash houses, cars, engines, whatever, anything. You name it, we clean it, is what his motto was. And he was out there hustling. So
And it's true. I did security in downtown on the Gold Coast, 88 West Gerda, which is off Clark and Division. And so there's a like a gated community of townhouses. The mayor's brother lived inside of there at the time, Mayor Daley that we had. And we had some of the most wealthiest people inside of this gated community. And they didn't buy clothes. One of the guys that lived in there was the Three Stooges, which is the one that had the bald spot. Is that Larry? With the black hair with the bald spot in the middle. His nephew lived in there. And you know that he's getting buku money from the family just from the Three Stooges alone. But I never saw him and his wife dressed up. They had like a little, um, just a little everyday car. I saw some of the top lawyers. They didn't wear suits to work half the time. You know what they would wear? The polo that they gave them from the country club, because a lot of them were golfers, and a pair of khakis and shit. He would wear that every day. They definitely wasn't spending money on clothes.
So their priorities were different. That they might have
Mm-hmm.
looked like they were broke, but the whole time they were stacking
Exactly.
money so that their family would have money for generations and wouldn't have to go through this struggle. Um, we as a people would rather look like we have money than actually have it. So it's per, I don't know what, it's an illusion. Is
Yeah.
the only thing I can think of it. You're portraying an image that you're not really upkeeping, and these people who are really have that image don't look like it.
Yeah, but the Taz is right though, and thinking back though, how in Chicago they knocked all the projects down, and then they just kind of scattered people in different places, and they had different gang affiliations, and now the suburbs became a little turned upside down with turmoil, because you got like opposing gangs now in the same area because they were placed because of Section 8. And so now here we are, and again, like Bobby just said, that makes sense. So old block, probably I can't, the units are so small, I can't see them turning them into condos because they are small, which I haven't been in any of them if they have large ones, but the ones that I've been in were like really small units. But I can see them being college dorms. That does make sense, like they did with Kennedy King College. That's a college here that's in Inglewood. So usually when they call the area Inglewood, it's usually crime stricken. So when I saw Whole Foods go up in Inglewood, it made sense. The average person in Inglewood at that time, they didn't have a high income. So you're like, why would they put a Whole Foods over here? But now we see it. They tore down a university, they rebuilt a new one around it. They're slowly but surely moving the people out, and they're going to turn that into prime real estate.
Now, do you think this is
Hey,
something that
can
we
I
would
say something
know?
real
Oh,
quick?
sure, sure, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Go
I
ahead.
got you, the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, those suburb cities be flooding also. I know, like, a lot of them have flooding problems. So they basically pushing you know, they don't own their homes over there in the suburbs. And they be having a flooding problem. So what I seen, basically, like we've been saying, is they buying property in the city and pushing the people in the suburbs, where the flooding problem is. But go ahead, the bomb mom. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I was just going to say, do you think if we attended some of these town hall meetings and stuff, I was watching a stream that was basically saying if we showed up, these people that have the money to make these changes in the community are only, they're doing what they want because we don't have the people showing up to these town hall meetings and saying, hey, this is what needs to be done. The people there, telling them what to do with their money because it's our money that they're doing this with. So do you think we could make a difference if we did show up to these meetings and put our input in, or do you think that that's still, they're just going to do what they want?
Based on what I've experienced, because that's a real good question. If you look at Chicago, now I'm never a person to promote interacting with any type of government, whether it's a town hall, because it's always involved with some type of government. But when you look at 79th Street, when you look at Humboldt Park, you see that the people on 79th Street have make sure that even though there is a whole lot of Arab stores, and dollar stores, or beauty supply stores that are Chinese owned or anything like that, even though you have a nice amount of those, the vast majority of shops that you find on 79th Street is they're all black owned. If you go to Humboldt Park, and that's because these people literally show up to these town hall meetings. If you look at Humboldt Park on Division Street, which is Little Borinquen and Little San Juan, where they got all the Puerto Ricans at. If you go down Division Street from like Western Avenue all the way to probably like California, you realize that the vast majority of the shops that they have on Division, they're all Puerto Rican owned. The reason why is because these people make it a point. The white folks been trying to wipe out that Humboldt Park area for a long time, and they already have it. I would say more than half gentrified in there, where the vast majority is white folks there, when it used to be black and brown folks in there, and now they're trying to come at Division Street, but these people ain't giving in. They show up at the town hall meetings in droves of people, and some more. Listen, we're not. I don't care if you're offering us $1 million for our property. We know that what you're gonna do with that property. We know how you're gonna kick us out someplace else, and we no longer will have the shit that we have right here to remind us where we come from. So I think it's important to show up to those meetings and speak our mind.
Basically, I say no. I think that was the answer in the 90s. I think we then gave these people too much power. That going to the town hall meetings, it's still, you're only one people, and then I'm gonna say this, because they also, if you have to go into these government buildings, you're gonna have to have on the mask and all that other stuff. So you still implying to their laws and their rules. So I say that was the answer in the 90s. We need a whole overthrow. Y'all got it. Much love, everybody.
I agree. Everything needs to change.
Yeah, I don't really particularly have a whole lot of faith in the political system anymore, but you know, don't mean that something can't be done, by numbers. Like we say, numbers make a difference, but I don't personally have a lot of faith in it anymore.
Yeah, I agree. If we was coming together in numbers, but we ain't coming together in numbers and agreeing on much. So that's why I say no.
Where we kind of, I'm not off topic. Not that there was a topic, but you said there's a lot of people that you've been meeting in these communities that are in the same area. Do you think they have any resources that would help your son maybe look at life a little better, or some men around there that could kind of take him under their shoulder and say, hey, man, I know it's hard out here. I've been in your shoes, but this is what we got to do, because dying or killing yourself is not the answer. You know, we're all dealing with these struggles, but this is what we got to do to overcome them. I'm just trying to tie that in here because I don't want to forget
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah, no
When
doubt. But you know, the younger generation, they're a little bit more closed off and they're not receptive to a lot of things that we were. And so I can't say for sure, you know, because I think a lot of it is embarrassment. They don't want anybody to know. And I'm shocked that he even told me, you know, and I'm grateful that he told me that he's been feeling that way, because I certainly wouldn't want him to harm himself or do anything to himself when he could have just talked to me. But I can certainly suggest that to him. And it's unfortunate, you know, I have brothers, well, two that are left, one deceased, but they don't live here in the States. They left here a long time ago. And so, you know, he doesn't have a really close relationship with them. But yeah, we're gonna figure some things out and work on that.
sometimes everybody that's family ain't always family, because my brother lives right
Hmm.
around the corner from my son, but you don't see him showing up when, you know, my son's going through something or something. And my son don't always reach out to his uncle because he don't. My son looks at me and my brother like we're flat earthers, so we're dumb. So you know, sometimes it ain't family that you need. Sometimes you need an outsider because they'll
Hmm.
respect that more. My parents will listen to what's his name from the 60 Minutes. They'll listen to him before they'll listen to one of their children that love them. We love you. But this man, because he's on TV, you'll listen to him before you listen to me. Now they both done got this jab, all three of them, and my mom's been having headaches all the time, and she don't want to contribute nothing to that. Oh, Tracy, I'm just tired, and this and that, and her job, and this and that. But you know, I don't know what to say anymore. It's like somebody else has to say it. Somebody that she respects their opinion. Somebody on TV, or a little white lady that looks smart. You know, if they say it, then she might listen. But her own daughter, she not gonna listen. So sometimes we need an outsider, because the
Yeah.
family ain't always gonna. They not even. They looking
She'll
at you like
believe
you
the
stupid.
doctor before she believes you or her
Yeah.
own family
Yep.
member. I got you, sister.
Absolutely.
It's
Yep.
crazy. It's totally
It
crazy.
is.
That's
It
why I
is.
blame all that shit on TV. They believe
It's the
what they.
programming.
Yes, ma'am. Much love, sir.
Hmm. That's why I said I would rather hang out with you, Philly. I said we gonna fuck the government, fuck these churches. We gonna smoke some weed. Cause I told
I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
I think it was
making
the question
smoothies.
was, who
I
would we
forgot
rather
who
hang
he
out
was
with, Sister
versus.
Bethy and
Yes,
Big Dog? Yeah, and I was just
I
like,
wanted.
nah.
Oh
I said I'm
yeah, I
going with
think you
Sister
picked
Bethy
Sister
because she gonna
Bethy,
be cursing and we're gonna have a good time.
and I picked Philly OG so we could cuss out the government and everybody together.
I'm making my smoothie right now. Mm-mm.
Ooh yes.
Yeah, I pick OG too. I was like, fuck that shit.
I mean, I would love to hang out with Sister Bethy too, but
Wow.
I think everybody was going with Sister Bethy, and I was like, shit, don't nobody want to drink the smoothie. I'm down for the smoothie. Fuck the government. And it was funny because I was like, I'm gonna be in there moderating 10 of his chats.
Does anybody know? There's a Wrightwood trying to come up on the panel. I'm not sure who that
Here,
is.
I'll back out. I'll back out.
No, wait, I don't know who it is. The bomb mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby G,
I've
fuck
never
your
More.
heard that
crackers. Hey,
name
baby.
before. I've
Is that
never
Yeah,
that
I've
heard that
never.
hiker
name
dude?
before.
OG, ain't that hiker dude?
What's his name? Say it
He
again.
didn't say, so he probably should say something in the chat, right?
What's his name again?
Wrightwood. Let me see.
Wrightwood? Or yeah, that's Hiker. That's
No,
Hiker. That's Hiker.
Wrightwood or stay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
Hiker.
hiker. That's hiker.
Yeah, that's Hiker. He good people. So.
I'm gonna fall back. Let him up, Pop. I'm
Okay,
good.
no problem.
All right.
Much love to Bomb Mom.
Much love. Thanks for joining us, Tracy. Uh, Hey, salutes, Wrightwood or stay.
How you doing, guys? Salute, OG Philly. Five, everybody on the Taz show. What's happening, Taz? What's happening? Bob, how y'all doing on the platform? I just wanted to, get on here and just, tell everybody I appreciate the conversation that y'all bringing forward. They had a couple of people I was in front of, while I was just talking to them, getting gas. And
Mhm.
these people didn't know that the things that y'all was expressing through my radio, you know what I'm saying, that y'all that they are that powerful, they royal like that, you see what I'm saying? And
Mm.
when I tried to explain it to them, it was I had you know, I got a little crowd right then and there, you know what I'm saying? I don't look for me to get the attention, because like I said, we're just opening the minds of those who was misled like we were. And somehow a lady just came out of nowhere, and she went to saying her Jesus in heaven gonna save everybody. And she jumped
Oh
into it and
man.
she cussed me out. And I said, ma'am, I don't want to fuss with you, because remember, this the first thing you taught. I mean, this the thing you taught me as a lady. You taught me how to use the restroom. You taught me how to clean up after myself. You taught me how to respect a lady. You taught me all those things when father wasn't available while he was getting his money. Or when if he was there, you still was teaching. Your teaching never went out of existence. So now that I have learned this here information, and you taught this to me to protect your heart and your soul, here I am. So why are you trying to deny me? Because you say it makes it sound good. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look good in front of everybody. It makes you trying to look like a victim, or so, like I'm trying to victimize you. So all I'm doing is trying to give you something to help you step up. But if you say you're searching for a true creator, you are the creator. You see what I'm saying? And somehow it led to calling people to try and crowd me and all this nonsense.
What?
Yeah. And I try to tell the lady, I try to explain to the lady and the young fella. So what I did, I switched it up on the lady. I switched it up to the young fellas and said, bro, which one of y'all know how to rap? You know what I'm saying? Which one of y'all know how to, that's when I got their attention. All of them crowd around want to hear a track and, express what they, what their eyes have seen or what they have experienced in these zip codes, these different zip codes. Now that these little kids are running together with book packs and they're homeless. You know what I'm saying? But for her to do that there and jump into that conversation, I asked her, why would you do that, ma'am? You know what I'm saying? Because, there are a lot of guys incarcerated because of somebody telling a fib. And, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? So the other guy jumped up. He said, man, I'm old enough, bro. You using too many words that's hurting my head. And you got to get from around me before I think I'm going to go off. And I said, man, look, all right, bro. I appreciate y'all conversation. Thanks for the rapping. Understand, youngsters. I appreciate that conversation. But look, y'all can come up and follow me through a couple of these platforms. Look for Philly OG. I got one dude to look on Philly OG. I got the other dude to look up Chief Holiday or AP, Empress Hober, A1. I got him look up a lot of people platforms, you know what I'm saying? And I said, look, if y'all really want to know the truth, if your school haven't taught these things, remember, all you have to do is go on these platforms and you can ask questions, because they're going to be open to asking questions. You may hear a little cussing and fussing, but it's all going to be until you can see what you want to do with your analysis. You know what I'm saying? So I say, from y'all doing this bill, I didn't want to break y'all energy, and I appreciate y'all coming on here with this energy, because I'm always be behind whoever I have to, help out for this community to glow like we supposed to be glowing, instead of, walking in places talking about you can't get medical service here, you can't get water here, get out here, prohibited signs here on your land. And that's something I can't accept, And I
Yeah,
digress.
thank you so much for that. Yeah, and I'm sorry that they tried to, she's supposed to be the Christian, and she tried to get some mob action going on you, but
Oh, she went got bodyguards and everything, But
Yeah.
they just had a
Hey,
thing. What's
Hiker.
up? What's up, Philly? Hello?
A lot of people is starting to play that Karen too. It's that jab shit, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got. I didn't mean to cut nobody
Yeah,
off.
no, you're good.
I had an 18-year-old. I had an 18-year-old. She's subject to go to college next month on August. But due to the fact that my surroundings don't believe in what I study and what they have saw me go on the platform for, since I found you guys, gods and goddess, with this information. They're pushing, when I say something, they hear me, but they'll go outside and teach something else. And I found the corporate, and the corporate was right up under my arm. And I'm like, I couldn't believe that she didn't believe it. So they got this little young girl, like 18 years old, to take this shot before she go to college next month. And I asked her, I said, excuse me, who administered, who got you to convince you to do that? And she said, somehow the colleges are rendering that to the graduates of these years. Like if you're going to Southern or Grambling, they're making them take the shots before they get into college. And I say that's unacceptable. That's like you not giving you no alternative. You just telling me either you want this shot or, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna go to college and get in debt and you took a shot. You don't even look like you're gonna make it out of there. Because I wanted to show you my studies about the neurologists that's studying this here, that's showing you, the scientists are showing you the evidence of this here. And when I went to plan it, you listen to me. When I say the whole house got quiet and left and had her feeling like, and I said, listen, don't feel down. There's something that can reverse the blood, you know, that can clean out the detox the blood. Cause I have a couple of platforms like what you're talking on now, with a lot of people that are uplifting to show you how to clean your detox yourself from, you know, maybe that shot. Cause she have taken 2 already. They thinking about getting another one. So I keep on explaining to them, you know, you're only 18. You know, I don't know who told you what, but you know, you got to take a time to read before you just start sticking stuff in your body. And she was hurt that after she read what she read, you know. But who she can turn to? What lawyer? Who can you turn to for the try and you know, fight this situation? You know.
And that's very familiar because the bomb mom just got through talking about it with her daughter, saying that they gave her the same thing. So
Same
now
ultimatum, huh?
the same ultimatum. And so now she can't have that classroom interaction. She's going to have to do online classes in order, to get the degree she wants because she doesn't want to take the jab. And so, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. And again, that's what I was saying. That was the reason for this podcast today, is because my son has experienced some anxiety and depression. And I think a lot of it comes from, well, not only because I introduced him to this knowledge, and with that comes, now you're open and now you understand some of the things that are going on in the world, and that can be tough for you, but also, too, a lot of roadblocks for him having some college and not wanting to take the jab and them saying you have to take it.
Right. Well, like I say, by him being in that situation, when I was young and they had left me in the situation, if I was in that situation, I'd be looking at it as this moment in time as my brain must be a beautiful phenomenon. It has to be, in order for you to create all this here negative things just to stop me from growing and glowing to help my community or help my mother and me out, or my family that I'm wishing or hoping to have in the near future, or my tribe. How could you do that? So I'm not going to be pressured. Know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep on making my body more nutritional facts. I'm going to try and help my mind mentally so I can help others in my age brackets to learn this is something that you are worth. And if I have this power, just imagine if he can get his generation to believe or follow that, what happens with that power? That means they'll look at him and say, wow, I can't believe that I was that, I was a ghost. And now that I'm alive again, look at the strength that my mama had. My mama, a goddess, had made a god. And now that I'm a god, this is amazing. I can't believe I can do things. I can say things. Look up to me. Look in the mirror and not feel down. Look in the mirror and not feel programmed. Talk to
That's right.
people. Talk to people and feel happy. Talk to people and don't have to be attitude up because of a program the television is pushing, or any agenda on the internet or not. Remember, it's all up to you. You are young at this moment in time. Do them push-ups. Get the ones on your side. They're gonna follow. And if they don't follow, remember, they're gonna have an opinion. You're gonna be back and forth. But remember, it doesn't have to get physical. Remember, it's only information to make you that phenomenon that you didn't recognize you were. And now that you are recognizing, this is a beautiful time to be alive, to recognize.
Hiker and popcorn. I went
Yes.
through the mental health facilities when I was young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was one, because like to me that like really like helped me, but it don't help everybody. So with popcorn's son situation, I'm gonna ask y'all, like, I'm not saying send him there. I'm just saying, like, do y'all think if y'all have a son, would y'all put him through that to see like the other people that go through mental health situations?
No, I wouldn't do that. I was there already. I came from a group homes. I was in there for 2 years. And like I said, in the 80s. And It was Hope Haven, and I promise you, the medicine. I've done the studies on the medicines. The medicines they was giving us, it was supposed to make you trigger an attitude. And some of the medicines was also dog pills or either horse pills. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, for the kids that's going through those dramas, you know what I'm saying? Here I am. I promise you, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing that I want to flag in your face and say I'm bragging on it. It's just that I went through that moment in time, and if I can be this strong and maintain, just imagine from the 80s to right now, me still looking the way I look, still able to fight the way I fight, talk the way I talk, listen the way I listen, slow, and also protect. How beautiful is that? You are a phenomenon. People have threw hurdles in your way because they know if they would have taught it to you at a younger age, what you have become, there's no integrating with some of that. So I must bring a puzzle. I must bring a puzzle with my everyday status just to be around you all, just to be in your presence, because I'm so jealous that I'm not you. But here I am. Here I am. In the millennial sun beaming or whatever beaming. You're strong. Now it's time to say, okay, I know the things of the past is there, but they're never coming back. Yesterday was gone. Here's another day, another time. All you keep on blocking yourself with is the same stories that are going to bring up problems. You can make money and help others with it. Do you get it, big brother? You can make money and help others with it. And there are many people that's out here listening that want our attention. All we have to do is realize it's not about us. Something chose you to have that energy and that vocabulary so you can express it and people can feel the skilled man or skilled woman you have always been before you much came from where you came from. I guarantee it.
And to what you were saying about the medicine, that shit facts, because I done took probably like over 60 different medicines that the doctor prescribed to me, and all he do is when you come in his office, he say that such and such medicine work, and you be like, nah, he throw another one at you. You come back, he'll throw another one at you. It's just nonstop. This nigga don't even know mental health.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, like I said, when they were offering it to me, I look, I put it on them. I let it, I let the candy coated part get, like melted down, walk away. But then I'll cough it back up because it'll be tasting like a vitamin. But I know what that pill does to me. It'll trigger, it'll trigger me from not recognizing or comprehending when someone is doing me harm. You see what I'm saying? And you want to say something, but this pill is actually stopping you from saying, and it can make you vulnerable to a lot of things. So what I started doing was, like they say, act accordingly, and this just to see how far that goes. But when you take the pills, it's like you voluntarily being a project of this mad scientist. You see what I'm saying? Because now that the millennium is here, you hear everybody coming up talking about, I'm going to physical class for take therapists. I want to be a therapist, because they know everything they have done to us for these decades and decades. And then now they're passing it to the millennials. Now they want to play, I want to play doctor. I want to administer pills. How can you play doctor for something that you already created? You created it. We went through it, but we seen it was all false. Now we are here to represent the phenomenal beings that we are. But here, you got so many people in different disguises: doctors, lawyers, police, judge, DA, probation officer, parole officer, city waterman. Everybody is here on this side of the planet really want what you have. So I have to put on a disguise in order to stay in your realm. Without this disguise, you will wake up and see that you're a Superman and Wonder Woman. If you cannot be that, remember, I can stomp over you. I can kick you, make you psych, get on here, tell you book stories and make you believe fictional stories and believe it until you actually start to act stubborn with yourself, and not understanding that you're only looking for someone to care, but you don't have to do that. You can care for yourself and watch other people come in because you're placing value in what you love of yourself, and they see it, so they come in looking for that value in themselves. And when they get it, bro, trust me, y'all be the best of friends, man. Money don't even much work. Money don't work. I promise you. I done been in that position. Money don't work. Because if that's what it's going into, that's why everybody, don't want to integrate now, because of the dollar bill still existing. And people still can put their hands on it. But if it wasn't, if they said you was getting a pair of Jordans to join one of these, such and such, just imagine how many people be flying over here.
There'd be a line of motherfuckers waiting.
They say, look at OG Philly making new smoothies. They got the new smoothies, but they come with a fresh pair of J's. You got to change your diet for 6 months to get these bitches, though. Or 3 months to get these bitches. How many people you think really gonna get in shape for them J's, man?
Niggas would go vegan.
Right, it's this retro. So it's like I said, it's a mind game. And like I told you, when people put on this guy is the world fair is open. It's just that they want the consumer to come in, the landowners, and we are the ones that's going in every part of hooking up the cables, hooking up the water, hooking up the everything. But at the same time, bro, you gotta look at what they're doing. They're using us to build their world while locking us out. Ain't that something? Fake money for a real world, and then lock everybody out. Then shoot you. Then shoot you and tell you, look, like I told you, this what I told everybody. I love it. Casino. When the mob bosses went to casino at the end, they was getting ready, and everybody, no matter what dirt you ever did for them, they got rid of everybody just so it can make it look like they ain't did shit. This what they doing here. They tired. They can't break us. We so resilient from the 80s of the Clintons, the Reagans, and all these actors and all these nonsense. They put these disguises and these names upon each other with these titles, gave it to us. We fell for it because of what? We thought the church on the corner would, show us better. But when we bowed our heads and got on our knees, they ate themselves to a fat ass. And they didn't give a shit. And now that we're waking up to the information, we're just trying to show the youngsters that we made a mistake and those before us made a mistake with the information. And then we're waking up now to show you that due to the technology that we have, let us spread it with you all. Let us share it. So when your kids grow up or your children grow up, they can bring this generational curse to an end by understanding how phenomenal you are. That's all. Boy, girl, man, woman. Anybody else have something to say, man, that's on you. You stay with that. But at this moment in time, remember, I was taught in the 80s, when somebody wants something for you, they go with Halloween. And they say, what you mean? Because you're the only one in your costume don't understand why people are trick or treating. Period. And I digress. The mic, big brother.
I wish I had a Sanchez bomb sound effect at that moment, but I don't. So boom.
We just some beautiful people, We got some beautiful
yeah.
energy. We got beautiful energy, and right now the youngsters, they looking at the videos, what I'm saying? They trying to put the mask, they following what they follow, because remember, when they're home alone or when they're somewhere alone, somebody else's child may have been taught something different from your child. And when they come together, it's not up to try and brag about how you can harm or go to jail or prove that your mom is broken than what the spirits of the conversation we had before we came into this situation. It's about saying, well, we are in this situation. What can we do so we don't have to look for the badge to pull up, or my mom getting a phone call saying your tears need to come out of your face right now because I was being hard-headed and I tried to pretend that I was listening to you. But when I went in the streets, I just said I didn't give a care about you, because I tell every youngster, every young man or young lady, if your friend is with you and they see you disrespect your mom one time, they're gonna feel like if he don't respect her, why should I respect him? And he'll hang around every day, or she'll hang around every day for that same matter, looking for ways to do the same. So remember, you treat that goddess who gave you them 9 months. Remember, her back, her body stretched out a place to come bring you here. Her body became Super Saiyan just to hold you 9 months in any kind of weather until that time came. And when that time came, the special moment, oh, the special moment. Woo, that special moment, like fire under your feet. But the lady need to rest just so she can get it together for some more special phenomenon events that's now got you above your age to be maybe 18 or under or over, man or woman, but a beautiful phenomenon. Trust me, people know it. That's why they're trying to teach you, reteach you, retell you this, make you bow or sit to that, or keep you aggravated. Here, fight this. He hates you, man. He don't like you. Remember, words work like spells, but you can break spells just by saying, I know what that word means. It doesn't affect me because it didn't do me anything physically. You know what I'm saying? And I love y'all. Like I said, I'm about to get back to my reading and writing. I told y'all I came on the platform to build with y'all. It's been great guidance and guides. Like I told you, these days are coming. We already got this here. If we didn't, you wouldn't have so many people telling fibs and lies. They have people getting money, stepping inside ashes to do it. But remember, I said, when you're dancing on blunt ashes and cash with the Aborigines, you will have to learn. When you're dancing on blunt ashes and cash with the Aborigines of the communities and the tribes, what you have stolen, you must now replace. You can try to call yourself under any title of a native, find whatever you want, paleface, Asian, or whatever you want to be. Find it. But it still has no facts. We are the winners. Y'all know it. And just accept it and just say, okay, I appreciate it, Americans, because of you all status. My mother was able to escape the horrific content where we're from. And now that we're over here, I understand why y'all are upset, because now that y'all have found out that these people have put wrong papers in places to take away your lands, and most of my fathers and mothers have some of these properties or these lands and titles, I want to try and wake them up to reality to help you all with this here, if I can. What's up, man? What's up? I'm gonna go ahead and call back.
Hey,
What you got, big brother?
welcome to the panel,
What's
Belt
up,
Loop.
God?
Good to
Oh,
see you.
Belt Loose, salute.
Salute.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
You want to stop in and say hey. It's always good to see you. Popcorn
Good to
off.
see you too. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm afraid I didn't really catch other than happy birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, we
Oh, that's
just
somebody's
talk.
birthday. I'm so sorry. Who
No.
who Earth Day?
Mine.
Oh,
It's
happy
my.
Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. God,
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
enjoy them hugs. Enjoy them hugs. You deserve them. I promise you. You know you deserve them.
Yeah, well, this is more than enough. I thank you guys for joining me on the panel. It was just gonna be a quick little quickie, but great things happen. So I appreciate it.
Right. And many more to come. But tell that son of yours, tell him if you want to call me, get in touch with OG Philly. We can always talk about it. But I promise you,
Okay.
we are there for these children. We know some, like I said, right now, all I want people to understand is this here. Many people have made mistakes. And now we are giving people the chance to, erase the mistakes. Let's build from that. Let's build now. And we can erase the mistakes and start helping. We can start getting at this armor. We can be like, man, they people be like, I can't believe that they really doing this here, because that's the only thing we can, the only thing gonna keep their hands out our pockets. You know what I'm saying? And love. And like I said, I'm gonna let y'all go in and build the platform. But if you got something you want to say, big brother, before I leave, off the platform.
Who, me?
I do.
Yeah. I seen you come on, so I had to stop the bill just so you might want to represent or something, man. Say something,
I'm sorry, I wasn't. Like I said, I just saw she was on, so I popped on and saw she had a link up there. I have
Yeah.
Yeah.
to jump in every conversation. I talk a lot.
Right. That's beautiful, man. That's the conversation, man. That's what that's what the platform about. Conversation helps people understand, where we going at,
I'm afraid I don't really know much about what you were talking about. I'm sorry.
Ain't no problem, man. But remember, trust me, just keep on the platform, follow the greatest, and follow everybody else, man. Remember, your heart got you right in the right place. That's all it is, big brother.
And it definitely is.
I tell you what, popcornologist, I sometimes forget to add, that last little bit, but it is
right.
But while I'm here, I would have thought you'd have had a lot more people on your subscriber list.
Well, you know that I'm new to this, right? So I've been in. It's just about a month now that I decided to start doing streams.
Right.
So
I know folks is going to want to join you, so I'm about to throw you on my community page.
okay, that would be awesome. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Shit, Hyper, I'll give you a question before you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I got a little brother that's 15, right?
Yes, sir.
And one thing I'm trying to wrap my head around, because I play basketball and shit, so I'm around a lot of young people. And it's very hard to get them to tap into a community like this. Like, it takes a lot. So, like, if you then went through that shit, what are some ways that you was able to get them to tap in?
Well, it's like this here. The youngsters in that situation when they're 15, remember, they want their own world and their own space. And they're going to give you a little bit room just to look at that space, just to gain a little trust. And once you gain that trust, then you got to ease it into them like a little bit at a time. Because remember, if they're raised around, certain people with these different emotions, sometimes they can pick it up from the wrong people, and sometimes they can pick it up from the greatest of people. You know what I'm saying? And when they're around you, they seeing that they can elevate. But remember, people like to tease, people like to have but you got to show them how to have what they call that word when you're able to take criticism, not no physical abusive criticism, when you're able to take laughing and joking and don't get too offended by what people are saying if it's not disrespectful or derogatory to you, know what I'm saying? And when you show them, look, man, your talent is amazing. The basketball world, football, NFL world, you think some of them guys went through some hardship to get there, and now that they're there, remember. The mistakes we have made, that's what everybody's looking for. Everybody looking for the mistakes to see if we gonna correct the mistake or continue to make them as adults. And right now that we have the adults running around, we have, you know what I'm saying, like we have, talking on the platform to try and get the youngsters to understand. Remember, when they give you just a little light, don't abuse that light, because they're looking for they don't already trust nobody. So when they give you that opportunity to give a little light, you give them that all. You give them it all to them, but as slow as you can give it to them, so they don't be like you trying to bully them or control them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be beautiful once they learn it. Because they're gonna say, "Man, thank you." Remember, Shaq, all the finest had to go through these same things, and tell them, don't be afraid to drop tears. When you're afraid to drop tears, then you hold that in and you want to harm people physically. Remember, it's okay to stand by each other and feel like brothers and help each other. I feel like sisters and help each other. Because remember, tears come with joy sometimes, and sometimes it comes for pain, but make sure it don't come for pain where people got to be laying there dead. You know what I'm saying? People can be like, hurt from falling or skinning their knee or something. You can be right there to, cry with them or something, help them bandage it up, but don't harm nobody where they can take a life. It's not acceptable, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. The fact is that, in this world, I'm sure most people are familiar with the phrase, the struggle is real.
Right.
There is a struggle that we all go through. Now, I don't care whether you're black or white or, red or brown, purple or yellow. And there is a struggle, and I don't think that there can be any doubt that that our brothers of color and sisters of color are, have some unique issues a lot of the times when it comes to culture. I think that we need to try, in my own opinion, and granted, my opinion don't count for much, but I think that what we need to do is help one another. Try to look at the smart way to do things, focus on developing a strong community, regardless of where you live. Try to, teach folks, like you were saying, from what I could tell. I'm not sure I understood it all because I missed a lot of the conversation. But I think that if we can focus on maybe learning, what is that? I have brain farts every now and then. But critical thinking, I think it is, to be able to make decisions that are good for us. When I was young, I made a lot of stupid decisions just because I was interested in wine, women, and song. But the older I get, I feel like the wiser I get. And I think that one issue that we all face is that right now, in this time and day, and I realize this may not be totally addressing what you were saying, and I apologize for that, but something that's on my heart is just that we need to see if we can't all come together and do what's right so that everybody can do better. We could be looking at some tough times ahead, and I think that it's important that people show love to one another, in my opinion. Sorry.
All right. Well, no, you're right. You ain't no opinion. Like I said, you're entitled to that. You're entitled to the opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a beautiful thing because right now, we that's how we build these platforms. We trying to express to people how tough times about to hit, and it's just not about the distractions with the war, the fake wars, and all this nonsense. It's just like I say, in order for people to understand, we got to stop trying to say that this one did this one or this one did that. If you know the truth, speak the truth. Remember, you don't have to hide. If you hiding, you're gonna have me off your ass. I don't care who don't like it. I'm not trying to be on that type of person. But remember what I say, many other people like me don't think that we should have to be grown telling fibs and lies unless we want to make a joke, be, right at them, like just something right there and say, crack a joke. Or I don't like your hair. Or I don't like your face. Ugly. You know what I'm saying? I can take that there because I have a sense of humor. But at the same time, we just building information so we can get the children to see that you're not stupid. You're not dumb. You don't have to keep getting on the television looking like you're going in handcuffs to prove to your neighborhood that your mom has no money, that we don't have no money to help you. We can't keep marching in the streets behind nonsense. We can't keep blaming ourselves. We got to turn to the ones who we went for the voted for, and now they're trying to say we don't have to say so anymore. If we don't come together, we won't have shit. Period.
Well, I got to agree with you. And now, one thing that just pops in my head, and I can't help what pops in my head, but I think that, at one time in the past, people had, real admirable heroes, people that they could look up to, and people that they could look up to and think, well, that's somebody I want to be like. Today, it is all seems to be all about sports, and I think, and I don't know, I'm white. I don't think I'm telling any stories out of school there, but that ain't no surprise because you can see me on the camera. But I think that, and I don't know, like I said, I'm not black. I cannot look at it from any other perspective than what I have. Now I can empathize and I can sympathize and try to understand things for that matter, I'm a man, and it's, I can try to empathize and sympathize with what it is to be a woman. That don't mean I have a total understanding of it.
Right.
But
You cannot do it.
Exactly.
Can't do
I
it.
mean, I can try to be empathetic and say this, that, and other. We should do this. You ought to do that. Whatever. But that I ain't in their position. You
Right.
know.
Right. She's like I said, when any woman. Go ahead, big brother. Go ahead.
Well, I just gonna say that there are many, figures from history that folks can look to receive some type of, but instead I think a lot of people just look to a lot of sports figures for their heroes. And I don't know, maybe.
Well, the TV have programmed them to be so, brother, so now it's time for us to be, like I said, when the kids are honoring that, we have to, they got their own world, because technology came knocking at the door with a cell phone.
You're right.
Once we opened that door, the cell phone came in, and whatever we said, the cell phone didn't want to hear it. And now that the cell phone has taken over, all we have to do is, like I say, by the little light we have to get into the children's eyesight, we must do it, or financially these children won't have nothing. They running around here loans after loans, 70, 80 car loans, and stuff that is unacceptable right now. And by them don't understand how money works, and it's gonna be a crime. It's gonna be a crime to watch so many people crying, man, and not understanding that they're in a situation that they're because of we being stubborn with each other.
Yeah, there's no doubt. People got their faces buried in cell phones. If you ever go into a restaurant and take a look around, everybody's got their face buried in some cell phone.
Right.
And it's sad. I think that people need to step back away. I mean, I've actually cut off my Facebook. I've cut away a lot of things to try and step away from, because there's a lot of those algorithms, Facebook and what have you uses. All it does is tends to send you down some rabbit hole that is that creates a lot of animosity and hate. And I think that I'm not a parent. I wish I could, believe me, I wish I could say that I was a parent, but I think that parents have to step in from time to time and raise children, though,
fight that cell phone. Parents must step in and put them boxing gloves on and fight the cell phone. Don't fight the kids, fight the cell phone.
Well,
fight that cell phone.
You're right. And I think sometimes that means, and I don't, like I said, I ain't got a dog in that hunt because, I ain't got no kids, right. But it seems to make sense. That don't mean if I go down the street and see one guy beating up on another, I shouldn't stop it.
Right. Right.
And so I have an interest in the human race, and I have an interest in our society. I have a vested interest in people getting along. But I think that you're right. That cell phone, that's going to be a tough fight.
Right, but see, you're not looking to fight them for it. All you trying to get them to do is slow down on the information that keeps on being your intake. You see what I'm saying? Because how much time you study, you playing on the phone or whatever. Because once you get on that phone, remember what they call it word. I forgot there's a word where you just think for sure you just got to show everything. You got to show everything. But this algorithm, like I said, since June of this year, the 1st of June, the algorithm is now dicing and slicing through the phones of everybody, digital phones. And the algorithm is now picking out the stuff that's supposed to be negative. So in the next couple of months, about next year, June, they won't even be able to. I think something like they're trying to get rid of it, or they want to program it to where you're going to have to pay for this. It's something that I was studying, but trust me, I'm still on to it. I can't just give y'all, stuff that ain't right. So let me find out before I give it. But I know for sure the algorithm is in your phone right now since June 1st, and it's doing what it want to do with your pictures, whatever you have that you're trying to hide. You can't hide it since June 1st of this year. I guarantee it.
By the way, the Bomb Mom 3C, I was going, last night I was doing a live stream, and I was saying basically the same thing. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I'm afraid I don't know the name of this young man here.
Hiker.
But Michael, it's good to meet you.
No, hiker, like hitchhiker.
Oh, hiker. Okay, It's good to meet you, hiker. I think that have you ever seen the video called on Netflix? It was Netflix when I watched it, called Social Dilemma.
No, I did not see it.
If you get a chance, you need to watch that. It addresses a lot of the things that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's literally scary.
It is scary. It's scary. It's scary. It's scary for me because right now I explained to everybody. I see everybody have televisions on their wall, like flat screens on the front, on their walls or in their room. But they don't know at night when you have the web browser, the energy that comes from that television is like a microwave. You see what I'm saying? And you can hear the TV clicks on sometime while it's off. And then you waking up, you feeling like one side of your face feeling like it's been stunned with something, like it's stinging. And you be like, what? It don't feel like I went to sleep last night, but it feel like your face just tingling. And I keep on explaining to everybody, you got to watch out for these services that's offering this here and the television that you're buying, because these televisions are just like cell phone. If your cell phone can do a video thing and all this here, let off bad free energy, just imagine what the television can do.
I think that a lot of these TVs do have, stuff in them, but I don't know if I'll go that far as to,
Yeah, I've done a study. I've done it.
Right. I understand. And I'm not denying what you're saying. I'm just not familiar with it that much. I do know that these devices like the Google and that, I don't remember, it's kind of like Siri or whatever on your phone that you holler out and say, hey, Google, what's the current temperature? And they go through.
In Florence, it's currently 95 degrees.
They
current humidity.
They listen.
Like it's 106.
Right. They learn these algorithms. The problem with them, at least to some degree. In fact, I don't know. I've done a little research into some of what you're talking about. Some of it, not all of it. But I know that that, for example, these videos that they tend to send people to based on what you watched before. One thing they're finding is that young ladies have a tendency to watch, I don't remember what it was, but it does go through and talks about how it'll start sending them videos on body image and this type of thing. And you're running into a lot more folks that are having issues, young ladies that are having issues with anorexia.
Right.
And that's what killed Karen Carpenter.
Right.
So I don't blame you, Da Bomb Mom. That's a cool name, by the way.
Right.
Anyhow, let's see. No longer active on Facebook, Instagram, because those creators were speaking out and they told what they could do. There are things that they couldn't say. That's right. I agree totally with you. I'm seriously, hiker, if you get a chance, you need to watch Social Dilemma. It sounds like something that is along the way you are looking at things, and it addresses a lot of this. And it may not cover everything, but it has, and some of it's a little, melodrama type thing. I get that too, but it's instrumental, or it is indicative. What is it does, kind of show what's happening in a lot of places.
Right.
So it'd be my recommendation to, go check it out if you get a chance. I'm sorry, popcornologist, I'm going to have to bounce. I got to get ready for work. And I didn't.
No worries. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate the time that we had with you.
Right. And remember, man, go and enjoy your day, man. Tell your community, man, they always welcome to come express their thoughts, man. Don't be afraid. Remember, the television can program you to be embarrassed of yourself when you know you're not. You know what I'm saying? When you know you're best. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Just keep on coming around, ask questions. That's how people get the understanding and growing.
Well, I have shared Popcornologist's link, and I'm encouraging folks to come over and see her and subscribe to her. And hopefully, because I have no doubt she's going to be blowing up at some point. And,
but thanks so much, Belt Loop. And I catch you in the South one of these days. I told you that's where my family's from. So we gonna do lunch.
Hey, you holler. We'll get some coffee or some some pizza, something, you know.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds
All right,
good.
Enjoy,
Heads up.
man.
All right, we'll see y'all
And thanks
later.
for sharing. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Slow.
Here we go again. Like I said, here I go again. Like I said, that was a beautiful bill. I like how it came on. It wasn't afraid. We did that. That was lovely. I love it. You know what
Oh
I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
tell y'all,
thank you so
don't
much.
be afraid. When you're not afraid, you can talk to people, because people will tell you, whisper in your ear, and once they put that spark in there, your mind is thinking the same way that their limitations are. No, step away from the limitations and be yourself. The sun shines on both of y'all at the same time.
Doubt about that.
Like I tell you, and I tell y'all, like I said, I'm about to get on back on my read material, you know what I'm saying, and see if I can get some more stuff going. If y'all know, like I said, if anybody want to get in touch with me, go through OG Philly, man, because I don't, put it on the internet, because I don't know where the enemy's at, but at the same time, I don't, I hope I can not get these no enemies, because like I said, what we're trying to build here, I can't do it with enemies. I can do it with best of everything phenomenal that you're already born with. Let's bring it forward to the table, and here we is, the stage of everything. You know what I'm saying? Stand on it. Don't drop the mic, because the hype man will come. That's me. Love y'all. Y'all be good, gods and goddess.
All right, thanks for
Much needed,
stopping in.
Michael.
We appreciate you. Much love to you.
Yes, much love back.
And speaking
Oh,
of social media, yeah, that was dope. Speaking of social media, I would love to get rid of my Facebook page, but it has been such a large instrument in me promoting my business that I think one day I tried to deactivate my personal side, thinking I could keep the business side, and it was like it was a no go. So I'm like, how the hell do I get around that? Because that's how I communicate with most of my customers. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to really, really try to figure that part out, because I do want to, erase all of that stuff, when I wasn't thinking, and just adding pictures and everything. Much love, Jasmine T, my sister in the building. That's the Undertaker. Trying to figure out, how I take all my pictures and stuff down, but I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I'm not really, especially at this day and age, happy with having social media, but I know I need that platform to promote my business.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Why start another channel and rebuild some shit that you started?
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, that would be tough. People be trying to figure out what's going on with me, or even trying to figure out if it's authentic if I start all over again. You clicking over there, 45 Black. I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's me.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Okay.
Mute your mic for a second. Yeah, that was exactly the problem. Yeah, and it was a hiker, but we all enunciate differently, and so I got Big Dog coming back. All right, 45 Black. So that was you. It was like a lot of static on your end for some reason, and so we got like a lot of feedback from it. Big Dog, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. Just wanted to
Yeah, I'm
make
just
sure.
coming up to, it's beautiful conversation that, I wanted to say, like, I know Hiker. Hiker either gonna go off on us or he gonna come give us some love.
Some of the guys sound similar that be on your page. So, and I know a lot of people, sometimes they change their name. So when he started talking, I know I've heard him before, but I just didn't recognize the name. But nah, he was a good guy.
Yeah, he good people. He be going around the community and letting people know about our channels.
Okay, he said he gonna go off on you. He
Now,
kept
I
it in
mean,
check today. He was
I'm
pretty
just saying,
cool.
hold on, not say if somebody that's going against the information.
Right.
That's who he going off on, not us.
I got you.
Yeah, but he good
Yeah.
people. Much love to everybody.
Yeah, much love. Thanks for everybody for joining us. I got so many people. I got caught up in the conversation. The Bomb Mom, Greedy Vegan, salutes. The Taz Show, thank you so much for joining us. Oh man, we had a lot of people. Jasmine T salutes.
Yeah,
45 Black. I guess he got it together over there with his
much
microphone. And I
respect.
did want to ask him some questions. Yeah, Beef Chief. Fuck you, crackers. Charles Johnson salutes. Valley Ray.
Yeah, we support each other over here. Good to see all the family, all the kids.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping in on the birthday eve, and I do want to alert everybody. I haven't established a date yet, but I am going to have a formal birthday panel with nothing but beautiful ladies up here. Some you may know, some you may not know, and they're going to join me, and we're going to have a bunch of positive feminine energy because y'all guys, y'all get a little emotional sometimes, and so we're going to step away from that. And we're gonna leave y'all in the chat to enjoy the females on the panel. Women and Wine is gonna be the segment, and we just gonna chop it up and show you guys,
We gonna
how
be
the
the
women.
chatty patties.
Yeah, y'all can be in the comments, and we'll allow y'all to come up if y'all want to come up and say happy birthday for maybe 60 seconds, and that's being generous, and then you gotta go.
Yes, man.
Pop,
That's gonna
Pop,
be
I'm sorry, y'all. Papa Tone, hit the link, bro. Y'all go ahead.
Oh,
your phone doing the human beatbox, bro.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna click, 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 click. He's gonna
Let me leave.
the human beatbox.
Yeah, Copper Tone is welcome to come on up. He said, "What's the?" He said, "Hey, he can't make fun of Copper Tone with no phone sounding like that." So yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So I'm putting something together with just a panel of women, and we're gonna hang out up here and have a good time. Oh, Copper Tone.
You sure you can handle this? What's up? Appreciate your presence. Let's get it.
Yeah, appreciate you for stopping in. You said, "Can I handle it?"
What's up? I appreciate
Hey.
your presence, man. Hey, thank you for allowing me into my world. Thank you. Now, what's up?
I didn't expect nothing different.
What's up, though? Let me
Yeah.
shut up. I appreciate you.
No problem. I appreciate you stopping in. How your day going?
I'm all right.
Cool.
On the porch, fishing to make it do what it do. Know what I'm saying?
What's good, Copper Tone? Much respect, brother.
What's up, man? Chilling.
Yeah, I get to behave you. I ain't never seen you act this mildly when you come on the panel. I like this. Is that how you behave when you come in a woman's house?
No, man. Who, me? No.
Yeah, you.
I'm sorry. No, I seen that avatar. I'm like, nah, man. Let me get up here with grace and honor and humility. I am
Okay.
humbled. Hell no, I don't have beef with women.
That's good.
No,
We appreciate.
thank you. I'm just a little misunderstood. That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe you can help them understand today. You say you just misunderstood. Well, we're gonna understand you over here today.
Oh, damn. Hey, I'm at a loss for words then. I can't even talk, man. Let's get it. But is it the Taz show here?
Yeah, the Taz show stopped in. Bobby, OG, 45 Black, your alter ego.
Yeah, I see
He's
that,
here.
man. That shit, yeah, my digital shadow, huh? My digital shadow.
I'll let you ride. You know I get on your ass.
Nah, I know that, man. My fucking digital shadow, man. So I'm still waiting for the freestyle Friday, so it could just be
But listen,
Copper Tone, breaking down the Freaky Fridayness. Yeah, man, I'm still waiting for that shit, man. They had me.
You've been waiting for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, man, since 2 Fridays ago, man. I damn near took off work. I damn near took off work. Man. Hey.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm trying to get my little. Hey, I'm on the trenches. I'm on a dope stove in a fucking roomie house right now. Real nigga shit. I was in true fashion waiting 2 Fridays ago. No call, no show. Huh? I need 55%. That's like Jay-Z. Y'all saying Jay-Z to show up, and then he show up with Beyonce and the whole family. Y'all gotta pay the whole family. Shit, huh? Let's get it.
Oh shit. And what's funny was because you was actually waiting. I still remember that day. You was like, okay,
bro.
I cannot
Yeah.
wait until.
Yeah. I done put my bulletproof vest on. I had 2 Glock 40s. Hey, I had an ARC. I had them pay the ARC, a secret ARC, just in case shit go up or spray.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Hey, don't get quiet now, goddammit.
So are you gonna continue to wait, or have you given up all faith?
Hey, I'm sorry. Bomb 50, mom, 59 or whatever, man. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, that's my.
Man, you want to be loved and disliked. Stop it, man.
That's my sister. Now, be nice to her.
Yeah, I know. Digitally, right now, I don't have the digital time, huh? You'll be on my mind. You'll be on my digital mind 2 weeks from now, okay?
Oh goodness.
Book your appointment time for me to love, hate you, huh? 2 weeks from now.
Oh my god. Man, everybody Copper Tone talk about he love, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it personal.
Like Mama Chula, Buster McCoola. Yeah, man, I love all the real ladies. Let's get it.
Hey, leave the ladies alone, man.
Yeah, I know. My bad. I know you OG on Jody. You old Jody. Yeah, my bad. I better get off your trail, huh? My bad.
Say, Copper, what it take for OG Philly to get a wrench on your channel?
Nah, man, we is 5-star Silverback.
Just messy.
Yeah. Hey, I had a wrench on this channel. It's good. It's all good. Me and Copper Tone, we, like he said, we got a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it's
all good. I respect the brother. He respect me.
Yeah, man, I ain't doing.
We can build together.
Yeah, as
just
soon
not
as
in the same room. That's all.
Nah, man, we could be in the same room, man. See, as soon as he give me I don't want no blue wrench, huh? I want to stay a Silverback over there so I could be separated, so y'all can see my silverness, huh? Stay off my trail, huh? Don't want to get demodded. Y'all mods, stay mods, huh? Stay Papa Smurfs and Smurfettes and shit, huh? Sleepy Smurf, Freaky Smurf, huh?
See, that's Copper Tone problem. He got Jordan syndrome. He want to do it himself. See, we ain't trying to do it ourselves over here. We don't have the Jordan syndrome. He just want you. He want all the fucking glory and don't want to give nobody else no glory.
Who?
You,
man. What the fuck is you? Man, you doing
ain't
excellent.
That what he just said?
Man, come on, man. You up, and you look down on the views, man. You up, man. Come on, man. Let us. No, man. I am the official channel where the content creators just come and get their ideas and shit. Man, come on, man. We got 2 different lanes, huh?
I'm fucking with you, Copper Tone.
I know that, bro. Let's get it, man.
I'm just keeping conversation. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
Nope, Copper, nope.
Now, nigga.
Nope, Copper, nope. He right. You are the whoa. Hey, if I hit the link, it's suicide. Hey, mission. Hey, like you that nigga. You the suicide mission nigga.
These are YouTube streets, right? On the streets. This is commerce, so on the commerce street shit. You got Jack boys and jump out boys, huh?
Hey, real quick, Copper Tone. The funniest shit when that nigga was he was trolling my channel, right? Then he put flat power. What you doing, Copper? I was like, I fuck with Copper Tone. That nigga supposed to be
yeah, but I was like, hell yeah, boy, I would leave the fucking picture plane and then flat motherfucking power and then ding ding ding. I slid right up in there. Huh? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, that's why
Y'all
I fuck
slow.
with Copper Tone, man.
Oh goodness.
Y'all slow, man. Y'all are digital slow, man. I gotta show y'all all the ropes. Y'all dinosaurs. I done been on YouTube 5 and 10 years and don't know how to move around. Man, get out of Jurassic Park, huh?
Copper Tone, I know you wasn't expecting this question, but I'ma ask you because I know people scared to ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you Sweets 19?
No, I am Banderas Sanchez.
That's a good question, Pop. That was a good
Hey, this is the place where you come if you want some answers because they've been saying that's Copper Tone, and I'm saying, no, I don't think Sweet's 19. I don't think he would go that far to act like a lady and be incognito in the chat. So I'm asking and thank you for answering.
Who is the Sweets? Oh Lord. Do I gotta do some dark investigation?
It ain't you. That's all. We just need
that. So what?
Inquiring minds wanted to know because I heard somebody say we think that's Copper Tone, and I
Sweets
said,
19 trolling there. Is this a woman or what?
They don't know. They think it's you hiding behind.
Gender. Hey, it's somebody right up under y'all noses, huh? That's probably right. It could be King of Higher Sales. It could be Sir Cousin. I don't know.
I think it's Sir Drop.
I think y'all so ignorant. Y'all are so ignorant.
That's Sir Droppy.
Hey, that sounds like a good answer to me.
That's probably the Christ of, or any Christ of could change their Christ of voices, right? I don't know. I seen that person. I seen the avatar. I don't know, but I might got to take some fucking time off, man. I don't know. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man.
Oh shit.
Well, are you satisfied with 45 Black's rendition of you? I think he does a great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he does a great. He does a great impression of you.
Yeah, the likeness of Copper Tone's likeness of No, waiting. Any battle, we are here from America battles or anything. We're going to come and provide the MCing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Copper Tone and the likeness of. Yeah. Coming soon.
No, Copper Tone, you junior. Copper Tone, you junior. I'm senior. You're my son. I sunned you on these YouTube streets now. Yeah, stay muted. That's facts. He ain't had nothing to say.
That's a nice one there. I guess the stay on mute. Hey, mute your mic or whatever. Yeah.
I started that too.
Man, that fucking man.
When I ask that nigga to mute his mic, he don't never mute it.
Yeah.
Right. He only muted when I tell him he my son.
And that be in that rare form, man. I be pumped up, man. That's like David Banner had done turned to Credible Hulk, man. It's no backing them down until the Hulk ready to back down, huh? David Banner is just trapped inside of the Hulk, huh? That's the same comparison.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, I'm so young. I only know David Banner as a rapper.
Music. Every time he will turn back, huh? He be somewhere he don't know what the fuck done or what went on or what, huh? You could have been murdered the whole town. You don't know shit, David Banner, huh? David Banner fart David Banner has a violent fart, and then the Incredible Hulk. You gotta watch that guy. Incredible Hulk finally got killed, man. They finally killed Incredible Hulk around about 89. I remember, man, they dropped his ass about 10,000 feet in the air, huh? You know he wasn't gonna come back from that. The Incredible Hulk, Superman, Batman, or David Banner. And the real David Banner, huh? Let's get it.
Oh shit. Music topics.
Hey. Yeah, okay. Music topics. Hey, where is David Banner? Hey, David Banner masked around like the hashtag free Larry Hoover, huh? That's David Banner, huh?
Hey, make sure everybody hit that like button. Much love to everybody.
You tell David Banner and hashtag free Larry Hoover to show up at the same damn time, huh?
Yeah. You don't think he'll pull up?
Hell no, because David Banner can't be at two places at one time. You can't serve two masters at one time. That's free Larry Hoover.
Oh shit.
They got the same gray chin, hairs and shit, huh? They got the same phenotype, huh? That's a Mississippian phenotype, huh? Ain't David Banner the real rapping David Banner from Mississippi? And where is hashtag free Larry Hoover from? Huh? I bet you it's the same area.
Yeah, you bold as hell talking about free Hoover. Larry.
No,
Larry Hoover.
What is the dude Rod Hayes looks like David Banner?
Is Rod Hayes the comedian?
Rod Hayes is the conscious speaker. Shit. he took Jamal place. It could only be one person like that around at one time, or transitioning in and out. Because look, remember young Pharaoh, and then when he was about to transition out, they gave you old boy Jamal, and then he about to catch that kitty cases, and then Bob Rod Wade Hayes.
Okay.
So Rod Hayes gonna catch old murder charge, and then he gonna transition, and then they gonna give you Webster. Yeah, next they ain't got too many places to go. Webster. Yeah, a Woken Webster. Yes.
You are so crazy.
Oh shit. This shit is hilarious, bro. No, Capitone, I think your best response is to like music and shit. So what the fuck was you listening to from 2000 to 2005?
Man, I was listening to whatever, like 2000, 2005.
2002, 2005.
Well, on the back end shit, that's when Jesus first came out. Yeah. That type of die, huh? Yeah. I listen to a little bit of everything, but I was listening to Drake though. But Drake wasn't out quite then. Drake came out. I was in prison. I think Drake came out right around about 2009. So yeah.
He popped in 2009. And he was out in 2000, he was out 2006 trying to figure himself out. 2009 was like, baby, you the best I ever had, like that.
Yeah. That was his first mixtape thing. Yeah. And that and I just want to be successful. I just want to be. Yeah, I liked that song though.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, but Trey song, allegedly, but yeah. You got the right ad you got the right ad libs. Yep. So you as the Kales or the
Come here.
I ain't saying too much on that one though. Allegedly, yeah, let's get it.
Hey, say
Yeah, Drake, yeah. How they let a Canadian actor? It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I ain't got nothing to say about that.
I mean, well, you know who his dad is, right?
Yeah, yeah. His
Okay.
dad and uncle, like from Memphis, right? They songwriters and shit, right?
Yeah, his dad is a Starship. The group. His dad was the drum player or something like that, and then his mom
Oh,
is Jewish.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Mom was at the show,
Yeah.
huh? Kind of like a groupie-ish type, huh?
Now I don't know all of that. I don't know
I'm
how it
just saying,
happened.
yeah. I know. Ooh, allegedly, yeah. Graham, yeah. So, so Drake
Yes,
is Graham cracker.
Larry Graham's nephew.
Yeah, a Graham cracker. Yeah.
That might be
Damn.
ahead. That's ahead of your time. 45 Black.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
mine too. Shit, I might go back and try to listen. Man,
That ain't
that was
ahead of
some
your
powerful
time. Shit,
music.
you gotta be as old as I am.
How old you is?
I'll be 48 tomorrow.
You don't look a day. You look 28. Shit.
Well, thank you. I'll take
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, Copper.
Yeah. So you from whoa. You from? Let me try to get what country you from in America.
Okay.
You sound like you around the Kentucky, Tennessee area, man.
What? Nah, you getting warm though. You keep going. Thank you, off the wall prepper. Salutes to you.
North Carolina.
Windy
No.
City, brother.
Huh?
Nah. I want because he was going out the way.
Oh,
You heard me,
no.
Coppertone?
More sophistication, huh? My bad.
You heard what I said, Coppertone?
What? You said Philly?
No, Windy City.
Kansas City.
Oh
Windy
boy.
Windy.
Oh, the Windy, Chicago. Oh my God.
Yes, that's where I'm at.
Man, why Chicago? Everything I got going on in Chicago, man. I don't know.
What you got going on in Chicago?
No. I just have a association. I always had an association with Chicago. I ain't never been to Chicago, but I'm just saying, yeah, it's powerful, man. It must be y'all from Chicago supposed to be doing some major things. So have you? Oh my God, I could probably ask you about have you seen Farrakhan on Compound? Huh? Is it any pictures? I looked online. I mean, I looked on YouTube. Farrakhan's Carter or Farrakhan's mansion, and I ain't see nothing. They say, man, that man got a compound right in the middle of the hood, huh?
He does,
So
but
anything
it's
go down, huh?
but it's guarded, so you can't get close to it. They got 24-hour security.
Wow. So whoa. So his shit guarded up better than Michael Jordan shit, huh? What the fuck? Farrakhan is a crafty. Farrakhan got crafts, man. This what I'm imagining. If they ever want to rush the compound, Farrakhan gonna bribe everything around him. Farrakhan gonna start throwing out bean pies and $10,000 stacks. Hey, protect me, huh?
Yeah, but you know, Farrakhan ain't hardly here in Chicago. He's probably rarely here. That's just probably one of his many houses.
Whoa. Baby girl, you know
Many.
what that is? This just came to me. Chicago, please. Hey, I love y'all to death. I physically don't know you digitally either, but that could be the harem, huh? That could be the harem, huh?
Hmm.
Where all the 31 flavors of just as the same above, the same below. So if the old man, huh, had a stable shit, Farrakhan got a low key harem, huh? He
Hmm.
barely there, so he only come there like he's getting his Bill Cosby on. So Bill Cosby could run down on any HBCU and hey you come here. Huh? Chicago, don't kill me. Y'all better run off in that harem, huh? Y'all better run off in that harem shit. I bet it's some bras with a real booties in there, huh? Y'all better run off in that harem. Shit,
I almost choked on his cherry. You
I
crazy.
might get me a one-way ticket to the Wild 100s. Huh? I'm going straight to the harem. Oh shit.
What you know
I'm
about the
single
wild?
now.
What you know about the Wild Hundreds?
I don't know nothing, but hey, I bet it's right round the corner from the harem, huh? You got to
Mm-mm.
have protection, huh?
It ain't right around the corner now.
Okay.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You talking about the 100 streets. I'm from the 90s. So I'm not that far. Listen to me.
Whoa.
Listen to me good. I'm South Side. So I'm
Yes,
not
ma'am.
that I'm
I'm
not that
listening.
far. I can walk to the hundreds. Now, Farrakhan is in the 50s and we're talking blocks, street blocks. So
Ooh.
that's a little distance.
Damn. So
And let me explain this to you. It's an area called Hyde Park. And just around the corner is where Obama lived. So they were all in that same little area.
okay. Hey, man, so y'all literally got like so y'all streets literally start at First Street and how would it run up to like 201 Street, huh?
Well, that's when you get into the suburbs. Once you
God
get out of
damn.
like 127th, then you start going into the little townships.
That's an old city there then, huh?
It
Oh,
is. So the numbers stop at they stop, and then that's how you distinguish north, east, south, and west by the streets.
okay,
So once you
look.
get past 12th, then that becomes that. Then now you're going north.
Damn. Hey, so is that why Chicago is like a city? Because man, y'all got literally like it's literally like east to west, north to south. It ain't a bunch of windy roads, is it?
No.
Okay, man. See, I ain't never. I'm trying to be worldly though, but god damn it. See, here in Lakeland, we got our streets runs from man. This shit small and petty. We got from First Street. I lived on 11th Street. I think that bitch go to 14th Street. That's it. Huh?
Well, damn. You could sit on your foot, sit on the toilet, and put your foot in the bathtub. Then can't you? That's
Oh
what's
my
there. That's small as hell, ain't it? That's a studio. That's a studio town.
A studio township.
Man, so where is that though? Where you from?
Lakeland, Florida. That's in between.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm in between Tampa and Orlando.
There's a lot of Floridians on this thing in this community. I bumped to a lot of people from Florida.
I ain't bumped into a lot of them yet, but yeah.
Stardust is from Florida.
Head cases, yes. them people from Florida.
Yeah, your homie D Calico from Florida.
Yeah, he's from a county over. Like I could literally just get on the interstate and boom, hey, what's up? Yeah. This shit crazy though. Damn it. So the Wild 100s. So that project is in the what? It started on the 99th Street. And how far it go up?
Yeah, after 90th. After 99th, then you get to 100th Street, then you're going into the wild hundreds.
Wild hundreds, huh? God
Mhm.
damn it. Fuck.
It ain't as wild as you think. I grew up in the hundreds.
Yeah, the closest I've ever been to Chicago was when I was in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I've never been to Chicago.
The closest I ever been to Chicago was Dallas, Texas.
Yeah. That ain't nowhere near. Hey, this been fun. I gotta get myself together because a dude coming to pick me up soon. I'll be listening. Thank you.
That nigga
Okay,
gotta
thank you
go.
so much for stopping
Hey,
by.
he gotta go reload. Take 15 minutes, reload more jokes. That's what
Yeah.
it is. All right, Capital.
Right, I'm gonna
He
send
he
you.
need a digital break.
Yeah, I do, man. Look, I'm sweating up. Look, I'm sweating. For
Capital,
real, man.
wow. All right, Capital. Enjoy your evening, bro.
Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Capitone. I bet he a fun person to party with.
Right.
The life of the party.
Capitone playing that little cup
Very
game
part.
where you stack the cups, and that's what he's doing right now. That speed cup game.
Thank you, Off the Wall. I think Off the Wall is from well, he stayed in Chicago because he said Rush Street. That's downtown. Oh, that's where the party is.
Mm.
You said where were you, OG? Where were you stationed at? You said you came close to Chicago.
Missouri, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. Okay. Is that
Which is
close to? Yeah, I was gonna say. Is it
basically
close to
is
St. Louis?
yeah, Eastern is right there before East and West St. Louis, from my understanding.
Okay. Yeah. You know, we've taken many trips going down south as a kid. My parents going back home, and so we would always go that way and stop at Boomland. So Boomland is the little truck stop where you can
Yeah,
and it's
Illinois is
right up.
right next door to Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you can stop and get all, get your gas and eat and all of that. So I'm sure Bobby know where Boomland is. Thanks, Coppertone. I appreciate it. So this has been I think Bobby dropped off. Bobby must be busy today. Because we have here, so what branch of the service were you in, OG?
The Army.
Oh, you in the Army, my brother was too. So no, it's not Army here. This is in Gurnee, which is up
Yeah,
by
I did my basic training and AIT in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and then I went over to Europe after that.
Okay. Yeah.
OG, didn't you go to Lackland and San Antonio?
Nah,
Or
I
like,
never been to San Antonio, man.
oh shit.
That's one of them.
Somebody said
San
that.
Antonio was one of them states that I never wanted to visit or live in.
I don't blame you.
My aunt did 30 years in the Army, and she was in Germany for quite a while. She was in, I think they call it Stuttgart.
Yeah, I heard of that. I've been there. Stuttgart. I was in
Yeah.
a place called Karlsruhe, Western.
Okay. Yeah, I know Frankfurt. They talk about that
Yes,
one, and then
exactly.
Stuttgart.
Yes.
Yeah, I spent 6 weeks over there.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to get back. I spent my 16th birthday in Europe, and I was acting up in school, and she was like, "If you get yourself together," she was like, "I'm gonna give you a trip." And so I was super smart. I sat my ass down and bust them grades, and she was like, "Well, I promised you." So she sent for me, and when I got there, she was in Stuttgart, and the scariest shit was coming from the airport, getting on the Autobahn.
Yeah,
Cause
no speed limit.
yes,
No
and so
speed
I wasn't used to that coming from Chicago, even though they drive like some damn fools here. Being on that Autobahn was a different experience.
There's like
And
7 to 8 lanes.
Oh my goodness! And so
and they just balling. Go ahead, sister.
man, so she may she rest in peace. She sent me on some tours. She sent me to Paris. I went to Amsterdam. I've been to Austria and Germany. Yeah. So I got a chance to travel early, alone at an early age. Because what she did was a lot of the people, she was a sergeant. So a lot of the people that she was over, like younger people that was maybe 18 since I was 16, she would
Hmm.
send them. And I'll never forget, drinking is legal over there. I don't know about
Yeah,
now, but
yeah,
then it was because she sent me on. This is when we were going to Austria. We
yeah.
went. We
It's
got
still legal. Go ahead,
okay.
sir.
We got on a train, and on the train, everybody was partying and drinking. It was a party train, and the train took us to the ship that was going to sail us into Austria. And when I tell you, I think that summer turned me into an adult at 16, and I can see why culturally other cultures grow up faster than we do. Life is just a little different. But when my feet hit the soil back in the US, I was a grown woman. I was 16, but I had experienced a lot. I was able to drink and travel and hang out and
Hey,
yeah.
sis, what
Yeah.
was the weather like when you was over there?
Oh man, don't make me think back that far, OG. I'll be 48 tomorrow.
I got
I the only I can't remember it being
Was it summer or winter time, if you can
it
remember?
was the summer because I went like in
Okay.
June and I stayed until August.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
wasn't cold over there because it normally get
no.
cold.
Nah, it wasn't super. It wasn't no extreme weather. So I think it was fair because I remember on one picture that I got some jeans on. So if it was super hot, I would have had some shorts on. So I think the weather was fair. And probably out of all them places though, Paris was probably my least favorite. Everybody make a big ass deal out of Paris, and it was just really overrated and expensive
And dirty.
and dirty and a bunch of Ole Wala Ola Sumbos was over there. If you know what I'm talking about. It was a bunch of Africans over there.
But the thing is also Germany is a melting pot. You got
Yeah.
people in Germany all from all over.
hmm And I advise anybody. That's why 45 Black say he happy where he at. 45, don't deprive yourself. You don't know living until you travel. Trust me.
Yeah.
Get you a passport and just go see. You might like it. Shit, you might not want to come back.
I fell in love with South America, Barbados. Barbados is a beautiful island, man.
Yeah, buddy. One of these days I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet, but the US is some bullshit. Go back over there and get me some Weissen bras and Heffen bras.
I don't know what that is.
That's beer, and the beer was totally way more potent than it is over here. And I'm not even a beer drinker, but I was 16, so it was like shit. It was whatever that summer.
And then listen, they drink their beer hot or warm. So you
I wasn't
already know
doing.
you getting fucked up.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that, but I still was fucked up. OG.
Yeah. Over there, did you get any henching or chicken? They call it henching over there.
I can't even remember the cuisine. I just remember a lot of drinking.
I got you. You gotta eat when you drinking.
I can't look. I was so happy to get away from Chicago and get away from my parents. I can't tell you nothing but a whole bunch of drinking. Because you got to think a lot of those soldiers that were in the army that were over there that were young. They were like
Exactly.
They
That's
were
what I was
from
gonna say.
DC,
They 18,
North
19.
Carolina, and they gave me the pep talk. They said, "Hey." They said, how old are you? I told them. They said, you mature for your age. They said, well, we're going to let you drink and kick it with us, but you can't tell Sergeant Oliver. I said, shit, you ain't said nothing but a word. And it was on. I had a great time. I am grateful for that. But yeah, people definitely need to travel. If you haven't, get yourself a passport and just go somewhere. There is more to the world than the U.S. I'm gonna take you. Let's go somewhere. 45. Where you want to go? Next birthday. No, for my 50th, I am going somewhere. I won't be here.
Yeah, I say I love the beach. You see what's in my background? Put me to the nearest beach, and I'm in heaven.
You want to go to the beach? I don't know why I want to get to Jamaica.
I love the beach.
It's probably all that stuff I've heard about Jamaica.
I'm just
but I
saying, you can
do
put me in any country, just put me near a beach.
near the water. Are you near
Yeah.
any water now? Where you at? What you
Uh,
near?
I'm near a lot of ponds and lakes,
Oh shit! Nah,
man-made shit. But
you don't take my swimming there.
I'm 4 hours away from Augusta.
Okay,
3 to 4 hours. It
okay.
ain't that far.
Salutes.
Now,
That's
Pop, I was just about to say Jamaica, and Jasmine T put Jamaica in there.
yeah. That's my little sister. Thank you for joining me. You should come on the panel. You at work? I'm gonna bring her on one day. She has a very interesting career. She's a funeral director.
Mm.
Yeah,
Nice to see you in gray, Jasmine T.
one of my best buddies in Philadelphia. He basically he owned a funeral home. He's a mortician.
Okay.
Nix and
Yeah.
Nix Funeral Home. I don't, they probably known all around the world. Nix and Nix.
She
Good
may.
friend of mine.
That's her field. She tries to recruit me to go pick up dead bodies, but I ain't with that shit.
Hey,
And I did
they
it.
can't
She
hurt
said,
you. They can't hurt you.
I don't give a damn, OG.
They can't hurt you. Like even cemetery. Everybody dead. How they gonna hurt you? You gonna hurt yourself trying to get away.
She called me one day. She said she loves her calling. She does. She loves it. And she called me one day and she said, I ain't got nobody.
It's a business that's never gonna die.
You damn. That was a bad joke.
That was brilliant.
I'm just saying.
What you say? That was brilliant. Oh yeah, she said, tell y'all about the first time I went to a removal with her. Yeah, she called me and she said, sis, I need some help. What you doing? And she got me with that one. I said, I ain't doing nothing. She said, I gotta do a removal and I ain't got nobody. I said, hold on a second. I put the phone down, I asked my son and he started stuttering. Shit, I don't know about that. And I said, well shit, I guess the answer from him is no. I ain't wanna leave her high and dry. I said, shit, come and get me. And it wasn't that bad, though. The only part that was bad, there was an old lady that had died. We had to put her in the body bag and zip her up. Y'all just don't know all the shit that I've done, man. And we zipped her up and we get her in the hearse.
Hey, y'all had to pick up that dead weight.
Well, that wasn't too bad because her grandsons was there. But when I ain't gonna tell you about the adventure in the car where the thing wasn't strapped down and she wanted to hit the horn and I throw my arm out the window and wave at their family so they couldn't see their grandmama sliding back and forth, hitting the walls in the back of the hearse.
Oh shit!
So
she already did. What's gonna happen?
But people still they wouldn't have cared about that. But then we got to that funeral home. Oh, that was the spookiest shit when we got down there in the basement. I'm like, girl, don't ever ask me to do this again. She said, stop, sis. She laughing, but she do that. And I was so scared in there. I ain't gonna lie. She said, I gotta go use the bathroom. I almost went in the bathroom and sat on her lap while she peed. Like, shit, I will not be alone in here.
Right.
This is scary. But, different people cut out for different things.
The sub-basement or the basement.
Yeah, she laid the body out on the table and unzipped it and she started sitting it up. I said, you can do that shit later. Let's go. She good. She ain't gonna die again. She dead, as you say, OG. We can go. But she ain't call. She tried to call me one more time, but she knew what time it was. I am not a removal undertaker funeral director.
Man, popcorn.
Like I said, it's a booming business because motherfuckers dying left and right.
He said she ain't gonna never go broke. He said it's gonna always be somebody to pick up.
She ain't gonna never go broke. She always gonna have employment till she decide to retire.
Listen, you
That's
laughing,
a smart field.
But let me tell you something. You laughing, OG. But let me tell you when the shit ain't funny no more. When she get there and she ain't know that the person was 500 pounds.
Oh,
that's when you call for help.
Yeah, shit. Then who want to help you pick that up? Remember, it's dead weight.
Yeah, well, they got the pulleys and all the other stuff. But I was gonna say, like I said, it's a business. Everybody I know in the mortician business, they all millionaires.
Wait a minute, OG. Did you say you got the police? So what you talking about the Chicago police showing up to help you pick up a dead body?
Yeah, that's their job.
No, not when a person just died natural causes at home. It ain't the police job to pick up the dead body and put it in a hearse.
But sis, if you can't do it yourself, they gotta come help.
Jasmine, she right here. I wish she could click the link. She said by herself getting a lady that's 500 pounds.
Wow.
She said that's what. Yeah, nah. The police ain't helping you. I don't know. You must live in a really, really, really nice town. Because Chicago police here, you better not call them for no shit like that. Pick up a dead body. She said not CPD. So Chicago Police Department, they ain't gonna do that.
Say, don't them dead. My bad.
Go ahead. No, I said she called people like me, but I ain't going. Go ahead. You got it.
Don't them like dead bodies like move and shit here and there, like their nerves and shit. Like, I'll fuck around and pass out.
Here she go. Now they want to know. Hey, sis.
Hey, sis, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Y'all gonna get me fired on my good government job.
Hey, that's where, hey, sis, that's where I retired from the government. I hear you.
Okay. So look, no, the police do not come help you.
I'm telling you.
They will only help if it's an extreme case, and if the fire department has to come cut someone out of their house, then they will help.
But other than that, your ass is toast.
You're right. You toast. And I had a removal. I get to the hospital. I had to get 2 bodies. The guy say, Jasmine, you by yourself? I was like, yeah. And he was like, why? He was like, this lady 500 pounds plus. The only thing he did was help. He held the door open for me at the hospital. He was like, you on your own.
Damn.
Keep in mind, I had 2 bodies. So I put the smaller person in first, and then the bigger lady, it took me, and not exaggerating, 30 minutes to get her into the van.
Oh my God.
It was to the point I just wanted to leave her there.
Yeah, see, I'm a disabled vet also, so I've seen some things. You know what I mean? I seen.
Damn, you should have called me.
I did call you that day.
And sis, your job is like, you're almost like an independent contractor also. Right?
I am. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I thought.
But I love what I do. It's just sometimes it's a bit extreme.
Like I said, it's a business that ain't gonna die. You always gonna have business.
But you know what we've been running into? And I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean, no offense, but we as people, we have to get our affairs in order, Sometimes people don't have it. They don't even know where they're gonna pull it from. And it's to the point now where certain funeral homes don't take GoFundMe because the family end up screwing the funeral homes over. And they expect you to bury their loved ones for free, and you can't do this,
Yes, ma'am. I'm 100% with you.
A
we need to
message
handle
to the
our
people.
business a little bit.
Get your affairs in order.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm not saying, most people think when I say that, get your affairs in order, oh, you want me to get a life insurance policy. I'm not saying that. Put your money in a bank account or have your money somewhere where somebody can get it. Because just like pricing is going up because of, the stuff we've had going over the last couple of years, it went up on us too. But that doesn't mean I should give my services for free to bury your loved one.
And there are also crematory services. Even if you can't bury, there you go. And that's even cheaper. But we definitely gonna have a segment on that. We just got to get enough time to bring you on, and we're gonna talk about it because 45 Black want the details. He want to know if the bodies move and all this other creepy stuff.
No, 45 Black bodies not moving like that. If they were moving like that, I have another caller.
Oh, okay. So they don't like throw their hand up in the air like for it.
and wave them like they just don't care. I don't think they doing that
No,
45.
they're not doing that. At least they're not doing it at my funeral home.
Yeah, once
Okay.
they pronounce dead, they ain't moving, bro. They
Yeah,
done.
He
they
think
ain't
they
moving.
he think they in there raising the roof. You
Nah,
watch
he
too much.
thinking old case of Tourette kick back in.
Wait, OG, he watched too much TV.
Yep.
That's what it is. You
The
seen
Tourette
that on?
gonna kick back in after they dead.
Damn. Because I thought
Oh,
like they nerves don't die and like they still like they arm might like flap or like they might like open their mouth and say like mumbo jumbo or something.
Did you say? No,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
he done watched
no.
too many horror movies.
what you think they saying?
Not so much saying, just their mouth moving and shit like
Oh,
Well, no,
okay.
the mouth doesn't move. It's only gonna move if you move it. Now, as far as if they have gas and maybe the gas is traveling over the voice box, that's a different thing. But it's not like you hear them saying anything. It's just you hear the gas moving.
oh, so they'll fart out their mouth.
And you know what? Don't get fired, Jazz. I know you at work messing with this crazy nut.
Much respect, sis. Much love and respect.
All right, y'all. Let me get back to work.
Okay.
We'll schedule some time soon.
Okay, talk to you soon, and thanks for
Okay.
joining.
All right.
Oh boy.
Man, I gotta use the bathroom after that. I'll
Oh,
be
that
back
is too
in
much
just
information. Oh, not use the bathroom.
That nigga,
It scared the
he
shit.
got the
It scared
running
the shit
guts.
out of you.
Oh shit.
Oh man, yeah. She's not my blood sister. She's like a little sister that I've adopted. I used to work in social services, and I used to take rent to clients, and she would take the money in the office because she's a hardworking woman. She do more than just funeral directing, and she's from Mississippi. She may not want me to tell all of that story, but she's not from Chicago, but she relocated here because it's a more open field of funeral directing here in Chicago than it is down there in Mississippi where she's from. And she ain't have much family here, and she was cool. And I was like, I invited her to my house. I said, you can come to my house for dinner. And we've been rocking ever since. That was years and years ago, many years ago. And so since I don't have, she don't have many people here. That's my little sister. That's why she can call me when I feel like it to go get a body, but most times she got to get off my line. I ain't doing that. He said, wash your hands. He jumped off. He had to use the bathroom for real. He wasn't joking. He was not joking. But we are winding down. I did want to get on here, especially just kind of vent a little bit. All right, sis. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna get ready to close out anyhow. Just wanted to jump on and talk a little bit and vent. Just kind of about what I was going through, so that I can clear it out, so that I can have an enjoyable birthday tomorrow. I definitely don't want to take that into my birthday tomorrow, but I thank you guys so much for coming up, supporting me, and joining me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I felt the love, such love. And I'm sorry, OG, I had meant to rent you up. I didn't think about it because I think the one time you came
You
in
did, no
before.
problem, sis.
Yeah, if I'm
I'm
talking.
gonna keep showing up till you give me one. It's all good.
And if I'm talking, I don't think about it, because I think
It's
the
all
one
good,
day
sister.
when
I
I
already
first
know.
started.
You haven't did nothing but support me. That's why I gotta be over here. You know what I mean? We support each other. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
saying that, and we respect each other. You got nothing but the utmost respect. You and your family, everybody in the chat, man. I
appreciate you.
much love. So,
And look,
appreciate you letting me up. Go ahead, sister.
I don't share with everybody, so they don't know that I sent you a personal email just to thank you for being who you are. And I don't care. I'm not one of those persons that listen to somebody else's judgment of somebody. I got a mind of my own to judge somebody's character myself. And you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
been,
And I do the
yeah,
same thing, man.
yeah, you've shown me nothing but being consistent and supportive. And I appreciate that. You know, you play my son's music and I tell him all the time, you better get your ass on here and say something to OG, because you ain't playing my music, OG. You playing his. He just don't know, because he'll say, Mom, I'm getting a lot of plays in, I think he said LA and somewhere. And I told him, you know, they're playing your music all the time. And so one day I'm gonna get him to get his nerve up enough to at least, you know, acknowledge you and tell you thank you. But I appreciate it. And for everybody else that you play, because you do it consistently. And
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
love.
I may go live later, so I'm be playing it then. But much respect. I just wanted to come on the panel and give you love and respect. Much love and respect to everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Let's keep growing and building.
Yeah, that's the plan. And hopefully,
Yes, ma'am.
you know, it'll inspire some others to want to do it. And I guess a lot like you, I didn't deem this like a flat earth anything, because I'm branching out like belt loop. You know, I go into the gardening community and some other communities
Yes,
now.
ma'am.
And I'm trying to obtain a broad audience where it isn't just a certain segment of people, because we need to interact for understanding, if nothing else. And so when you just stay in your little corner, your little community, you can't really grow. You know, you got to branch out to people that think different or feel differently or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying, you know, like I see some situations where we might be a little too trusting, but this is YouTube. You don't have to take these people home with you. But I'm just talking about the actual interaction. So I just had a gab cast. That's why I called it that, because we're going to have a array of things, not just the conscious or flat earth. You know, we're going to talk about life, like we talked about the depression
Yes,
and
ma'am.
anxiety today. And so I got some things coming. It just takes a while because everybody's so busy. You know, connected to and OG got dropped off, but I'm connected to, you know, quite a few people that do different things here. And I'm going to bring them on slowly but surely as they get time. And we're going to have a good old time, and we're going to crack some jokes in the interim. And it's all love. And I thank you all. Y'all might be a little late tuning in. Thank you, Cortez. Let me address some of the comments before I get off of here. Thank you so much, Jasmine T, for joining us. I appreciate you, sis. Salutes to Coppertone. Special salutes to, what's his name? Hiker. Because I think the guy said hiker. The Bomb Mom, T Cortez. Humbling myself. Salutes to you, Off the Wall Prepper. I appreciate you dropping in. 45 Black. 45 Black had to take a toilet break. I'm just telling all his business. Divine Warrior, Cortez Henderson. Thank you guys so much for the happy birthday shout out. And Hiker, I got it. And I appreciate you guys. My brother Bobby Knight, the Taz Show. Everybody who stopped through to show some love. Today's not actually my birthday. Tomorrow is, but I probably won't be live tomorrow, but today for sure I was. You said watch behind his ears. But again, I am planning a panel with just all ladies that are gonna come up, and we're gonna have some feminine energy on the panel, and we're gonna have a good time like the guys do. We see them do it all the time, and we can do it too. So again, thank you guys for joining me. And as I sign out, peace, love, and light to you. And thank you for joining me. And I'm out. Oh, thanks so much, Willie Cameron. I was just getting ready to sign off. I appreciate the birthday love. All right. Peace and love, y'all.